Today, partly sunny skies, may see again some rain sprinkles later on this afternoon. A high today of 79, a low tonight of 61. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 78. On Sunday, chance of rain showers in here at 20%, a high Sunday of 78 as well. Again, should be a good weekend for us if we can avoid those very, very small chances of rain. Right now, it's 6:11 in the morning. It's 64 degrees. It's Joe Showtime. Let's rock and roll.
Say, look at JoJo.
Good morning to you, Danville and Boyle County. It's time for the Joe Show on 103.9 FM WHIR.
Howdy, folks. It's Friday. It's September the 8th, and today we celebrate International Literacy Day. On the Joe Show, each year, International Literacy Day highlights the status of literacy and adult learning globally. There are now almost 4 billion people literate in the world, but universal literacy remains an elusive target. 1 in 6 adults is still not literate. More than 67 million children are out of school as well. Today, International Literacy Day. It's also Pardon Day, an opportunity to seek forgiveness where needed. It's also a day to say pardon me or excuse me as appropriate. In today's busy society, too many people race about their lives, forgetting the small courtesies in life. Among the easiest things to let slip by is etiquette. Use Pardon Day to reaffirm your manners. Say pardon me or excuse me when needed. People will like you more, and your mom will be proud too. Today, Pardon Day, also International Literacy Day. On this Friday, September the 8th edition of The Joe Show, 238-9447 is the phone number to call in this morning, 238-WHIR. You know, on Fridays, we always play not Fridays, every day at this time, not just Fridays. I don't know what that was in my mind. I'm glad it's Friday, though, but every day I'm glad at this time because we play the national anthem. It's brought to you by Bob Allen Motor Mall and the Hometown Radio Network. We always start off the show with the playing of our national anthem.
The Bob Allen Motor Mall and Hometown Radio Network proudly honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Bob Allen Motor Mall, Hometown Radio Network, teaming up every morning to honor America with a playing of our national anthem. The phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. We'd love to have you on the radio here on The Joe Show. We're doing a birthday party thing for those people celebrating today. Friday, September the 8th, tomorrow the 9th, and Sunday the 10th. Here's Johnny on this Friday birthday morning. All right, birthdays look like this. We have Travis Fox, Damian Logan, Charles Cliff, Doug Tate, and Kathy Lester. We also have Michelle Nouse and Jerry Dunn today. Tomorrow, September the 9th, Amy Riley, Daphne Crank, Terry East, Christina Wheatley, Brittany Walker, Bill Chamblin, and Wyatt Taylor. And on Sunday, we have Von Kojak Jones from B-Jack Seafood Shack. We have Andrew Day, Nate Uslin, and Danny Cheek, as well as Megan Eatlin and Derek McDonald on Sunday's birthday list. 238 WHIR. It's a Friday, September the 8th, the typical Friday morning show that we have lined up for you. Starts off this morning at 6:50, actually. A couple of new guests in here, and 6:50 we'll have Keenan and Coleman Stewart from the Boyle County Bass Fishing Team. Like to check up with them every now and then, see how the Bass Fishing Team is doing. And, of course, Keenan plays football for Boyle County as well. So we'll talk with Keenan and Coleman about that national championship tournament they were a part of last month, and talk with Keenan as well about the football season. He's a wide receiver for the Boyle County Rebels. We'll have them on around 6:50 this morning. In the 7 o'clock hour, 7:10, speaking of Boyle County, we have head football coach Justin Haddix, who will join us this morning at 7:10. 7:20, Danville football, and head coach Frank Parks Jr. joins us. We'll talk Admiral football at 7:20. 7:40, it's the County Agents Corner. Jay Hetmansberger joins us from the Garrett County Extension Office with the County Agents Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. Dusty joins us this morning for the Kentucky Music Preview number 2, which is really number 1 because Dusty couldn't come in on Tuesday, so this will be the first time this week that he'll come in. But we'll have him on at 8:10 this morning. In the 9 o'clock hour, 9:10, it's a Trail Talk Friday. We'll have someone from Walker's Trail Senior Living on here. And at 9:35, McClure and Bailey will join us this morning. And it'll be Patrick or Brian. More than likely, Patrick will be in here this morning to talk with McClure and Bailey. That's the rundown of today's show. We'd love to have you on. The phone number to call in this morning is 238-9447. That's 238 WHIR. We start you off this morning, as we always do, with a look at early morning sports. And here it is. The Chiefs dropped the ball on the opening night of the football season. Joe Burrow is a rich man, and a Major League Baseball star's retirement hits a snag. Those are the headlines on this Friday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Friday morning sports. Starting off in the NFL last night, where the Lions walked into a roaring Arrowhead Stadium on Thursday night, where the Chiefs are nearly unbeatable and were trying to open their latest Super Bowl title defense with a win and prove what Detroit coach Dan Campbell has come to know in turning around the long downtrodden franchise. This is a resilient team, Campbell said. We're built to handle some stuff. Under the bright lights of the NFL season opener, Jared Goff threw for 253 yards and a touchdown. New Lions running back David Montgomery ran for the go-ahead score, and Detroit held on to a 21-20 win over the Chiefs last night. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 6 catches for 71 yards and a score, and Lions rookie Brian Branch returned a Patrick Mahomes first interception in an opener, 50 yards for another touchdown, helping Detroit snap the Chiefs' 8-game Week 1 winning streak. The Lions are trying to run out the clock when Goff's 4th down pass near midfield was batted down with 2:30 left, but they made a mess of it, the Chiefs did. Kadarius Toney dropped a potential 20-yard gain. A deep completion was called back for holding. Sky Moore dropped a pass, and a false start left Mahomes leaving a 4th and 25 that he was looking at and heaving one downfield. Staying in the National Football League, Joe Burrow has been all the Bengals hoped for when they selected him number 1. The Bengals made sure Thursday that Burrow will be throwing passes in Cincinnati for years to come. Burrow and the Bengals agreed to a 5-year, $275 million contract extension, making Burrow the highest-paid player in the history of the NFL. Burrow's contract puts him ahead of L.A. Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert, who previously held the title of the league's top-paid player after reaching a 5-year, $262.5 million deal in July. In Major League Baseball, you thought Tom Brady had a short retirement last year. Washington Nationals pitcher Steven Strasburg's scheduled retirement lasted all of 14 days. Strasburg was planning to officially retire on Saturday with a lavish press conference at Nationals Park. Instead, the Nationals informed Strasburg and his representative on Thursday that won't be happening. The original agreement was that Strasburg would retire with a 7-year, $245 million contract still intact. He would still be owed $105 million with deferred payments through 2029. The Nationals, who originally broached the idea of the retirement, told Strasburg's agent Scott Boras they had changed their mind with no explanation. He signed a 7-year deal. He's got 3.5 years left, Nats GM Mike Rizzo said, and he'll get paid for those 4 years on the deal until he makes a decision on what his future is going to be. It's Football Friday tonight. Mercer County is at Danville. Scott County is at Boyle County, and Garrett County is at Somerset. Other area teams, Lincoln County takes on Bourbon County, and Anderson County is at Henry County. Those are the headlines on this Friday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pack on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
The decisions at breakfast are tough, but Wendy's makes it a little bit easier with their 2 for $3 biggie bundles. And what we mean by this is you pick any 2 of these items, you get it for $3. The small seasoned potatoes they have, their breakfast side, sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, and a medium hot coffee. Any 2 of those, you get them for $3. You can have a sausage biscuit or an egg cheese biscuit. You can have 2 sausage biscuits. You can have 2 seasoned potatoes. You can have a seasoned potatoes and a coffee. You can have a coffee and an egg cheese biscuit. Whatever you want, any combination, 2 of those for $3. The choice is all yours. And you can also add the brand new Frosty Cream Cold Brew to your order. Available in vanilla, caramel, and chocolate. Their new Frosty Cream Cold Brew is a morning maker, puts other post-lunch pick-me-ups down, and makes for a tasty late-night drink. It's available all day at Wendy's, not just a breakfast item. It's an all-day thing. The 2 for $3 biggie bundles and the Frosty Cream Cold Brew at Wendy's in Danville. Tell them you heard it this morning on The Joe Show.
Farmers National Bank invites you to flash your school spirit by offering you debit cards created especially for your school, including Boyle County High School, Bergen Independent School, Center College, Danville High School, Danville Christian Academy, Garrett County High School, Kentucky School for the Deaf, Lincoln County High School, and Mercer County High School. Flash your school spirit with Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Certain restrictions may apply. See your Farmers National Bank representative for complete details. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. Call them 859-519-6382. That's how you get in touch with ADA Heating and Air. You get sunshine, a high today of 79, low tonight 61. You may see some afternoon sprinkles, but I think overall it's a great day for us. Forecasts are indicating that. Tomorrow, partly sunny, high of 78. Sunday, sunshine and a high of 78. Right now it's 6:24 in the morning. It's 64 degrees in Danville. Friday, September the 8th. Here on the show, and 238-9447 is the phone number to call in as we do a birthday party celebration here on the Joe Show on WHIR. Birthdays look like this. Happy birthday to these Hollywood famous people having famous birthdays on this famous day, as one Charlie Perry would say. 52 years old today to Martin Freeman, the actor who's been in the movies Love Actually, The Hobbit, and the TV show Startup, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and Sherlock Holmes. Martin Freeman, 52 years old today.
So you've written up the taxi driver case?
Yes.
A study in pink. Nice.
Well, you know, pink lady, pink case, pink phone, there was a lot of pink. Would you like it?
No.
Why not? I thought you'd be flattered.
Martin Freeman, 52 years old today. Let's see, 44 years old today. for American singer. Her name is Alicia Beth Moore. Of course, Beth Moore is also the name of a Christian author, but this is not the Christian author. This is 44 years old today for Pink.
I think I've been exhausted since 3 lifetimes ago, but I still don't say no. I'm like, I will blast someone on Twitter, make sourdough, pick up my kid from school all before, like, 7 a.m.
Yeah, Pink, 44 years old today. Happy birthday to her. Jonathan Taylor Thomas is 42. JTT, he was, of course, in Home Improvement and the voice of Simba in The Lion King, the first Lion King. He also bailed on Hollywood in 1998 to focus more on academics, and it was a good decision. In 2000, he graduated with honors from Chaminade College Preparatory School in West Hills, California. He then went to Harvard, where he studied philosophy and history, and spent his 3rd year abroad at St. Andrews University in Scotland. In 2010, he then graduated from Columbia University's School of General Studies. Smart kid. But he's not a kid anymore. 42 years old today for Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Birthdays and anniversaries, we have them on all day long right here on The Joe Show on WHIR.
In country music.
All right, then. It was on this day, country music history, looking back at the year 1932 in Winchester, Virginia, where Patsy Cline was born, country music singer. Her hits began in 1957 with Don Hex and Alan Block's song, Walking After Midnight. And then I Fall to Pieces came, and then She's Got You came around, and Crazy, Willie Nelson's song came around. And what a career Patsy Cline put together before her untimely death in a plane crash. It was on this day, country music history, in 1952. Gary Baker, country music singer and songwriter, was born. Once a member of the band called The Shooters. He was also a very good songwriter. We'll play one of his big-time hits. And it was on this date in 2017, a sad day in country music. I still remember this day. It was a Friday back in 2017 where we learned of the passing of Montgomery Gentry star Troy Gentry. And that's what's gone on this date, September the 8th, in country music history. Starting off back in 1932, where this legendary country music star would have had a birthday today. She would have been 91.
I go out walking after midnight.
Can you imagine Patsy Cline at 91 years old today? And that's where she would have been at the height of her career in a private plane crash. She died in March of 1963. One of the most influential, successful, and acclaimed female vocalists of the 20th century. 10 years after her death in 1973, she became the first female solo artist inducted to the Country Music Hall of Fame. Patsy Cline on this date, 1932, with her birthday today, again, would have been 91.
After midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see your...
It was on this day, country music history, in the year 1952. Niagara Falls, New York is the place. Gary Baker is the person. He was a prolific songwriter who wrote this one.
I know what's weighing on your mind.
Yeah, he wrote I Swear for John Michael Montgomery, recorded by both All for One and John Michael Montgomery. It sold more than 20 million copies internationally, won the 1995 Grammy for Best Country Song. Gary Baker wrote it, was born on this date, 1952.
You'll only cry those happy tears, and though I make mistakes, I'll never break your heart. I swear.
And it was on this date in 2017, again, a very sad day in country music history, the death of Troy Gentry. One half of Montgomery Gentry killed in a helicopter crash just before he was scheduled to perform a concert. Montgomery Gentry had 3 platinum-selling albums, were inducted into the Grand Ole Opry in 2009. Today, sad day, 6 years since the passing of Troy Gentry.
Baby crying in the arms of the woman that you love. That's something to be proud of.
And that's what's gone on this day, September the 8th. In country music history. At 6:30 in the morning, we have our bottom hour news with the Kentucky News Network right now.
This is the Kentucky News Network. Thursday was the day retail sports betting was launched in Kentucky, as Governor Andy Beshear was on hand at Churchill Downs in Louisville to make the first legal on-site sports wager.
This is going to bring over $23 million of new revenue into Kentucky to make sure that we're using those dollars to pave our roads, to help pay for our pensions, and not for those dollars to flow to other states.
What was the governor's bet? Well, it was a parlay, taking over on wins for Kentucky and Louisville football and the under on Duke's win total. Online and mobile sports betting will start September 28th. In response to the shooting of a Louisville Metro Police officer early Thursday morning, police say they've taken multiple people in for questioning and also have searched 2 houses nearby where the incident occurred. No arrests have been made yet, and the investigation is continuing. In a statement late Thursday, LMPD reporting the officer shot remains in critical but stable condition. An investigation is ongoing into the shooting death of a toddler. Officials in Whitley County say the 2-year-old boy was shot in the head by a 3-year-old at a home just outside of Corbin. He was taken to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead. There are planned outages this morning in eastern Kentucky. Kentucky Power says they'll be in Hazard. Homes around the Hazard bypass will see an outage at around 8 a.m. for around 15 minutes. A similar outage will impact businesses and the high school in the same area. The outages are for safety reasons as the Hazard station gets upgraded. I'm Sean McCormick.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The IRS, the world's most aggressive collection agency. They can seize your property, bank account, and garnish your wages. They cause sleepless nights for millions of Americans. Don't be one of them. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, get protected today. Call 800-312-9970. Coast One Tax Group, protecting your bank, home, and your sleep since 2008. With hundreds of 5-star reviews and an A+ on the Better Business Bureau. Call Coast One Tax Group, 800-312-9970. Stanley from New York owed $93,000. The IRS placed a levy on his bank account. Coast One released the levy and settled with the IRS for $2,000. Mark in Michigan owed $225,000. After Coast One stepped in, Mark walked away paying less than $1,500. Call Coast One now. A 10-minute call can save you up to 93% on your back taxes. Get your fresh start today. That's 800-312-9970.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
At Bob Allen GMC, we are professional grade. Hi, I'm John Welsh. Lease a new 23 GMC Acadia for only $359 per month for 24 months. $38.84 plus first payment and taxes due at signing. 10,000 miles per year. Stock $23,368. Must be GM lease loyalty. Bob Allen GMC on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
The new home for A&L Accessories in Danville is at 491 South 4th Street next to Smart Loop, featuring gifts, purses, jewelry, watches, scarves, body care products, and official Simply Southern Products dealer. Open at 11:30 Tuesday through Saturday. Stop in the new home for A&L Accessories in Danville, 493 South 4th.
90s alt-rock sensation Toad the Wet Sprocket brings their All You Want tour to the Norton Center on Saturday, September 16th.
We spotted the ocean
with special guests, the Verve Pipe. Tickets on sale now at nortoncenter.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The Danville Independent School District has their survey up, and now you can let your voice be heard on what qualities you want to see in the next superintendent. The survey link is on the Danville Schools website and their Facebook page, and doesn't take long to complete, with only 5 questions on it. Your responses to the survey are anonymous. The deadline to submit the survey is Wednesday, September 20th. Tuesday is the big Heart of Kentucky United Way Day of Caring. What is the Day of Caring?
This has been going on long before I ever got here. They established this way back, and what an awesome day it is. We serve Boyle, Lincoln, Mercer, and Garrett counties, and we have projects in all 4 of those counties. We're helping nonprofits do things as simple as sitting down with seniors and maybe doing a craft or a project, all the way up to painting, repairing decks, repairing ramps, all kinds of things.
That's Heart of Kentucky United Way Executive Director Stephanie Blevins. The Day of Caring allows individuals to, as Blevins said, help out where needed in the four-county area the Heart of Kentucky United Way serves. The day starts off Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning and ends around noon as all the groups gather at Millennium Park in Danville for a lunch, and there are still lots of spots available for you to help out. You can sign up online at hkuw.org and see all the different service projects that have slots open. There are more than 30 work projects scheduled for this year's Day of Caring. Harrodsburg has been ranked as one of the most charming small towns in the state. The website worldatlas.com ranked the top 12 most charming small towns in the state, with Harrodsburg making the cut. The blurb on Harrodsburg talks about how the city is the oldest permanent settlement west of the Allegheny Mountains, with a city that's steeped in history, with highlights of the old Fort Harrod State Park, old Mud Meeting House, and Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. You can see the entire list online at worldatlas.com. The city of Harrodsburg has entered into an agreement with a building developer to help improve city infrastructure. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that the Harrodsburg City Commission has come to an agreement with Kentucky Lodging and Development Company to move and upgrade an existing sewer line and then be reimbursed for that cost by the city. Kentucky Lodging and Development Company is the company that's currently building the Dollar General on East Lexington Street. And we gave you numbers from the Danville Police Department yesterday. Now we have Boyle Sheriff's Office numbers. In August, the Boyle County Sheriff's Office says they responded to 905 total calls, the largest number of those calls being traffic stops. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. Join us for our annual Customer Appreciation Days extravaganza, Friday, September 8th and Saturday, September 9th. We will have 20% off store-wide, food, samples, and free gift basket giveaways. At the Danville Nutrition Center, we value our customers and want to celebrate you. We are located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care. See ya September 8th and 9th.
This is Jesse Johnson, Senior Vice President of Whitaker Bank's newest branch, located in downtown Danville at 218 West Main Street. Whatever your banking needs, Whitaker Bank is here to help. Give us a call at 859-236-9822 to discuss your options and let us put our experience in customer service to work. We look forward to speaking with you. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet, 5 miles south of Liberty.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Coel Collision Center in Danville. They're on Lebanon Road. After a wreck, tell the tow truck driver, take your vehicle to the experts, Brent and Devin, at Coel Collision Center, Lebanon Road, right here in Danville. Sunshine, a high of 80, low tonight 61. You may get some afternoon sprinkles today, but overall, it's going to be a sunny, nice Friday for us. Tomorrow, same thing, 78's the high, though. Sunday, partly sunny, high of 78 right now, 6:39 in the morning. It's 65 degrees, and Larry Vought's got Vought's Views for us today. What's going on with Larry Vaught, Danville's own Larry Vaught? Here he is.
Vought's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air, featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
There's no way that Saturday's game against Eastern Kentucky is a make-or-break game for Coach Mark Stoops' team. If the Cats cannot beat the Colonels, then they are not going to fare very well in Southeastern Conference play. However, Eastern Kentucky may not be quite the pushover some expect and could actually give UK defensive coordinator Brad White some insights into just how good his secondary will be when it goes up against some of the better quarterbacks in the SEC. Eastern Kentucky coach Walt Wells is a former UK assistant coach and certainly knows plenty about what to expect from the Cats. And I guarantee you that Stoops and his coaches know plenty about Eastern Kentucky quarterback Parker McKinney, a 6th-year player. He's already thrown for almost 10,000 yards and has 816 completions, including 74 touchdown passes. I don't care where you are playing or who you are playing against, those are still very impressive numbers.
Vought's Views will return in a moment.
As a lending cooperative owned by farmers, Farm Credit Mid-America is committed to securing the future of rural communities and agriculture. That's why our customers have had access to agricultural loans loans, leases, and crop insurance from a lender who has focused on farmers' futures for over a century. Visit us online at fcma.com to experience what it's like to work with a lender who understands farmers' needs. Loans and leases subject to credit approval. Additional terms and conditions may apply. Farm Credit Mid-America is an equal opportunity lender and provider.
Eastern Kentucky quarterback Parker McKinney helped the Colonels score a school record 434 points last season to get back to the FSC playoffs for the first time since 2014. McKinney is an obvious preseason All-American, but I love the way he mainly talks about getting Eastern Kentucky football back to the championship level and not about himself. Kentucky's defensive line should be able to put pressure on McKinney, but the veteran, talented quarterback could also create some stress for UK's secondary on Saturday.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Larry Von Voss views Mondays through Fridays in the Joe Show at this time at 6:41 in the morning. You know, Senator Mitch McConnell has gone through the neurological test, has had his doctor's appointments, and the doctors there at the Capitol say he's okay. There's no signs of really any major medical issue with him. So with that being said, I'm not a big making fun of people guy, but since it's not a medical issue, we can talk about it and at least, I guess, poke fun at it a little bit, right? Because Mitch McConnell's freezing episodes have kind of made it difficult now for Republicans to attack Joe Biden's age. Because that was the whole thing, right? Joe Biden's too old, but now on the Republican side, you have Mitch McConnell who's freezing up. So now everybody's pointing fingers at each other. Well, in the U.S. Capitol, they've actually opened up an ice cream store in the U.S. Capitol where politicians can go and they can get ice cream in between their sessions and all that. And they're actually honoring Mitch McConnell and Joe Biden with 2 brand new ice cream flavors. And they wanted to be on the show this morning to advertise these things, so check it out at the U.S. Capitol, this new ice cream store.
Ready for a tasty treat? Then come on down to Capitol Queen Ice Cream, where we're serving up the brand new McConnell Freeze, the cool frozen beverage that's served to you by Mitch McConnell himself.
Welcome, what can I get for you?
I'll have a McConnell Freeze.
Would you like that with or without?
Come again?
And due to the popularity of our McConnell Freeze, we're proud to introduce the Biden Blizzard.
Hey, man, what you want?
Well, I'll have a Biden Blizzard, I guess.
And what kind of, hello?
I'll just have a chocolate shake.
The McConnell Freeze and the Biden Blizzard, only at Capitol Queen Ice Cream.
There we go. Let's see what's going on in the world of good. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I'm right there with you. These stories right here remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. It's my way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go do the same for somebody else. Here's Floyd Kramer on the piano. Little Floyd Kramer action for you on this Friday morning. Here we go. Story number 1 coming from Michigan, where during a high school cross-country race in Michigan, Marquette High School junior Seppi Camilli collapsed just before finishing in second place. Instead of passing him, Cooper Erickson and Ethan Olds, who are both from Stevens Point area senior high, stopped to assist Camilli, ensuring he could complete the race. The act of sportsmanship by Erickson and Olds being widely praised, though both athletes say they do it again even if it jeopardized their finish as well. Here's a clip of Cooper Erickson saying that their team has great respect for those who give their best effort like their opponent did.
I know our team has great respect for people that give their best efforts, and that's what he did. He just came up 10 feet short, so I think we both just kind of felt like he deserved to finish that one.
Yeah, story number 2 coming from Louisville, where James Keown, a school bus driver for Jefferson County Public Schools in Louisville, decided to retire early after winning the Powerball lottery. After purchasing a ticket from Louisville Circle K and matching several numbers, Keown's take-home winnings total just over $70,000 in Texas. He and his wife, Monta, intend to use some of the money to support cat rescue organizations and purchase lakeside property. Hey, that's exactly what the Jefferson County Public Schools needs. And their school bus debacle is for a school bus driver to retire at the beginning of the year because he won the lottery. It's like the lottery for him in 2 ways, because he can get out of Jefferson County Public Schools, too. And story number 3, while on a trip in Oregon, teachers Elizabeth Wilkins and Tom Schwartz learned their home in Juneau, Alaska was at risk due to raging floodwaters. Their house eventually collapsed into the Mendenhall River, but they were most concerned about their cat, Leo, who was inside during that disaster in Oregon. After 26 days, and with their entire community's help, they were reunited with Leo, who was found in a good health, albeit a little bit thinner. A cat reunites with owners a month after their home collapses into a river. A school bus driver wins $100,000 in a lottery and immediately retires. And a high school cross-country runner stops to help their opponent to the finish line, who finished just short. That's what's going on in this morning's World of Good. A little good news action for you. It's 6:45 in the morning, and we've got NASCAR news coming your way in 60 seconds. We've also got the Stewart twins, Keenan and Coleman, going to be in studio with us talking bass fishing. They, of course, were in that national tournament there last month down in South Carolina. Maybe talk a little Boyle County football as well. It's coming up next right here in the Joe Show. Floyd Kramer, take us home, buddy. It's all yours.
Every fan knows the advantages of playing on their home field. Hi, I'm Patrick McClure from McClure Bailey. Proud to be a lifelong resident of Danville and Boyle County. Our firm can provide a variety of services to meet the legal needs of you and our community. We're all local attorneys. We understand the needs of the people from Danville and Boyle County because we are people of Danville and Boyle County. Call the hometown team of McClure Bailey at 236-8888. Now located at 426 South 4th Street, just south of downtown Danville. Go Ads, go Cats, and go Rebels. This is an advertisement.
You need a stopper at the new Papa's Quick Stop for some knickknacks, gas and snacks, breakfast, lunch, and fried chicken with a bone. Papa's Quick Stop has a loyalty program, fast way to earn on every purchase you make. A swipe of your card is all it takes. Come see what they've done to the new place at Papa's Quick Stop. Come try their great breakfast, lunch specials, and save on all your gas, snacks, beer, and much, much more. Hey, Papa, can you stop at the Quick Stop in Danville, across from the fairgrounds? Now offering the full Candleberry collection. Candleberry at Papa.
The cushion lets us take a little bit more chance at times. 2311 and Toyota's been really stout at Kansas.
My goal this year was to be competitive, and we've been fortunate to do that.
If you're just a driver, you are at mercy of whoever will hire you. I will hire me.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass.
Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez, Kyle Larson, and all the stars of NASCAR return to Fort Worth for a playoff showdown weekend, September 23rd and 24th for the Andes Frozen Custard 300 and the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400. Experience the no limits action both on and off the track, including camping, tons of live music, food, fun, and more. Lock in tickets at TexasMotorspeedway.com. Parking is free, and you can bring a cooler.
Whether your engine runs daily or only when you need it, Z-Max Micro Lubricant is the force you need against carbon buildup that can damage your engine. Combustion causes carbon and other harmful deposits to build up on your engine, fuel system, and transmission. You don't want that. You want Z-Max Micro Lubricant. It soaks into metal and keeps your vehicle running at peak performance. Find out more at ZMax.com. Protect your engine to the max with Z-Max.
The 16 Cup Series playoff drivers are heading to Kansas this weekend for the second race in the opening round. Hoping to be one of the 12 that moves on to round 2, Chris Buescher is currently ranked 4th, thinking not about the point gap between him and 13th place.
Maybe that little bit of cushion lets us take a little bit more chance at times, but I don't want to get too caught up in trying to stage race or points race and give up a potential end of race opportunity to win.
Third in the standings, Tyler Reddick heads to Kansas, where a year ago he captured the pole position when he was driving for Richard Childress, but crashed, finishing 35th.
The tire failure was different car, different team, different manufacturer, so 2311 and Toyota's been really stout at Kansas for a while now. So, yeah, when I look at that race, I feel really confident.
The same could be said of Kevin Harvick, who's had 2 trips to victory lane at Kansas and 5 runner-up finishes. He's coming off a 19th place run at Darlington due to bad luck, not performance, and finds himself below the cut line to make the second round.
My goal this year was to be competitive, and we've been fortunate to do that for the most part. You just want to go as far as you can and do everything that you can to maximize each and every week, and that's really what we're good at.
Meanwhile, John Hunter Nemechek is going to be moving back up to the Cup Series, with Legacy Motor Club naming him the driver of their number 42 in 2024 as they transition from Chevrolet to Toyota. And nearly 2.3 million viewers tuned in the Cup race from Darlington last Sunday. That's down slightly from a year ago.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. So you ordered a new air filter for your car. You try to install it, but it doesn't fit. So you take a little bit off the sides. Well, still doesn't fit? Well, you could try to sit on it. Or get it right the first time with eBay Guaranteed Fit. When you see the check, you know that part's going to fit. Air filters, brakes, headlights, over 122 million parts. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors, let's ride. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
At Darlington last weekend, before the announcement he had re-signed with Joe Gibbs, Denny Hamlin joked as co-owner of 2311 Racing he was going to have a job no matter what.
If you're just a driver, you are at mercy of whoever will hire you. I will hire me. I mean,
why not?
That's a good business decision. And I should be the highest paid driver in the field.
Yeah.
Art Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, presented by eBay Motors. For parts that fit your vehicle, go to eBay Motors and look for the green check. Eligible items only, exclusions apply.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Well, thank you for that, Rebecca. Brought to you by Cattleman's Roadhouse, where their steaks are aged 28 days, hand-cut and second to none in tenderness and in flavor. Cattleman's Roadhouse, Tampa Bypass, where a great steak truly is just the beginning. You get a chance of some rain, some sprinkles a little bit later on this afternoon, and sunshine should see that as we head more toward the later afternoon hours. Going to be a great football Friday for us. High of 80, low tonight 61. Tomorrow partly sunny and 78. Sunday partly sunny and 78. Monday sunshine and 81, back in the low 80s there on Monday. Right now 6:52. It's 65 degrees, and we are joined in studio by Keenan and Coleman Stewart, who are two members of the Boyle County High School bass fishing team, and we've caught up with them we've caught up with them a couple of times, and had some other members of the fishing team on here as well, and glad to have Keenan and Coleman back in studio. Keenan, Coleman, how are you all doing today?
Doing all right.
Good
Doing
stuff.
Good.
Yeah, glad to have you all on. Look, I asked you all when you walked in this morning, it seems like bass fishing is like the NASCAR of high school sports. And what I mean, to me, there's never a NASCAR off season. And it goes to from February to November, and then there's 2 months off, and then they're racing again 2 months later, and their season begins. Do y'all ever feel like that? Because it seems like y'all are always in season.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely fish plenty of tournaments.
You fish a lot of tournaments. So how does the season work? Because, you all, school just started back up, last month, not even a month in. So you had summer break, but you all were still fishing in tournaments during the summer break. You were in the Bassmaster tournament down in South Carolina, right? I think in July or early August or whenever it was. But that was not as a member. I mean, you all go to school at Boyle County, but that was not as a Boyle County High School member at that tournament, right?
Correct.
All
well,
right.
We are part of Boyle County, but it's not a Boyle County team event. So, we're still representing Boyle County.
So were you all still wearing your Boyle County stuff when you were out there?
They give us a new jersey that's for the national championship, but it has Boyle on it, and it's got our name on
Oh, okay.
it. Yeah.
It's you're representing Boyle County, but you're also representing Kentucky as a state.
Yeah.
So it's like the Olympics. You only got some pride in the fact that you're from Kentucky, and then specifically where you are from Kentucky.
Yep, exactly.
So does it give the county or does it give the school? So I know that you all go to Boyle County.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone from DCA was in it, which I think there was, did it say DCA or did it say
DCA.
Boyle? It said DCA. Okay, so it says the school. So when does the bass fishing season start for high school? Is it started now?
Yes, actually it has. And our first Boyle team tournament is in 2 weeks, but me and Coleman are fishing a tournament tomorrow, actually, through Montgomery County. And I think there's going to be one other Boyle County team there, but that's not you're not required to fish that as a Boyle County Rebel.
Okay.
That's you can choose to fish that trail that Montgomery County is putting on to give you another chance to qualify for nationals.
All right, so I guess you all are, again, representing Boyle County, but this is not like you're not going up on a bus full of Boyle County bass fishermen and fisherwomen. Like your dad's taking you up there.
That's right.
So you're competing for the school, but not with the school,
Right.
with your other teammates being there.
Right.
All right, so this is tomorrow in Montgomery County. Because you have a football game, Keenan, tonight. So, like, what if you get, like, say, like, you wake up sore tomorrow, right? Like you're bruised up a little bit from catching 7 touchdown passes tonight. You still going to be good to go tomorrow?
Well, I think we talked about waking up at 4:30. So
no, we're leaving at 4:10.
Leaving at 4. Leaving at 4:10.
If you wake up at 4:30, the bus
Yeah,
is already
bus
gone.
is gonna be gone.
Okay,
He
you'll be
wakes
gone
up
20
4:30.
minutes before that. So you're leaving at 4:10 in the morning?
Yeah, it's a just under 2.5 hour drive.
What time does it start?
7.
Okay.
Have to be in the water at 6:30.
All right. Well, that makes sense. So you got to leave. Then you're right. You got to leave maybe like around 4 o'clock to get there to get your boat in the water. All right. So how do you qualify for state then? Like, what happens if you all come out as a duo and it's like a fishing tournament of biblical proportions, and you are throwing your net on the other side and you're catching everything that the lake has to offer? Like, would that get you all in the state tournament?
Well, no. Because the state tournament, the only way to qualify for the state tournament is through regionals. And regionals, you have to be top 6 in Boyle. Like, we have a point system just within our team.
Okay.
And the
Is
top
that
6.
Top 6 fishermen or top 6 duos?
Duos.
All
Top
right.
6 teams.
How many duos do you all have on Boyle?
Close to 30, I believe.
No, I don't think it's quite that many.
It's 20 for sure.
Yeah, 20 maybe.
So you got 40 kids in the bass fishing team?
Yeah, we got plenty of kids.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it seems to be growing every year. There's always new kids coming.
All right, so, but then how do you get points?
Well,
By catching
so
fish,
like
obviously,
first
but how does that
place
work?
gets 100 points, second place gets 99 points, third place gets 98 points.
Amongst Boyle County?
Yeah.
All right, so how many points then? It's just the top 6 in Boyle County get to go on to regionals.
Yes, that's correct.
I'm not sure how many points, if that's what you're asking.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, like 6th place could have like
yeah.
100 points,
Yeah.
and first place could have like 1,000,000 points.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
still, they're top 6, so
Yes.
the 100 points gets in
Yeah.
regional just as much as the 1,000,000 point team
Right,
does.
exactly.
Yeah, okay. So you fish from August through when? When does the season end?
Late November.
The fall, kind of like the fall season ends late November.
Yeah.
And so yes, we'll fish from August to November. December, January, February is kind of like a break. We usually don't have any tournaments in there, and then it picks back up March and.
But is it so? There's a break in it. Is it the same season though?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there is no like fall championship and a
No.
spring championship like an esports or something. It's like you're just taking a break because it's too cold.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's going to be icy.
Yeah.
Okay, and so
Hard
when
to be on the lake. if
yeah,
it's,
when it gets warmer, then you're back out there.
Yep.
Now you'll have a new head coach this year, right?
We do.
We do.
Okay, who's the head coach?
His name Corey Jones, Coach Jones.
Okay. Hey, how's he doing?
Well, we've met him a handful of times, and he really seems to be taking Coach Christopher's place. He's doing a good job so far. We got actually like a little practice tournament, I believe, next Sunday.
Yeah, we got a practice on Sunday at Harrington.
He's kind of putting together because our first tournament as Boyle's on Harrington, so he kind of wants to get the team out there and kind of get to know everybody and have a little practice day.
Okay. How much coaching goes into bass fishing? This may be a really dumb question, but like, you know, like Coach Haddocks is like drawing up plays, right? Coach Blair is putting the lineup together, you know, and he's calling bunts and hitting runs and stuff like that.
There's
But like, what's the coaching like in bass fishing?
No,
Go cast your line
yeah.
over there.
Not really much. I mean,
Okay. It's just kind of like a leader of the team.
Yeah.
And he's probably someone who knows about fishing, so
Yeah.
maybe he can offer advice and stuff. But
Yeah.
really, it's on you all in the boat, right?
your
Yeah.
boat captain, like boat captains can give advice. So like if you have a boat captain like that's taking you and your partner out, then I mean, yeah, they'll help you out a little bit.
So how many tournaments are you all going to fish in?
We have 8 in this fall. We have 8 in the spring, and that doesn't include postseason tournaments. So there's region, state,
Yeah.
and 2 national championships.
Is there a cap on the number you can fish in?
No.
So really, the more you fish in, the better chance you have to make regionals.
That's right.
Because the more you fish, the more
Well,
points. you get.
not the Boyle. The only way to make regionals is through the Boyle tournaments.
Okay,
So,
how many of those are there?
6.
Is there 6?
I think so. 6.
So you got to come to play or fish in
Yeah.
the 6 Boyle regional
Those
tournaments.
those 6 tournaments are top priority. Those are the most important.
There you go. Bass fishing with Keenan and Coleman Stewart. Keenan and Coleman are going to Montgomery County tomorrow, and they're leaving it like before I even get up. for the morning show to make it to Montgomery County. How long will you all be there?
Tournament's over at 3 o'clock.
Do you all ever get sleepy when you're out there?
Get sleepy on the way home.
Yeah, definitely on the way home.
Yeah, on the way. Okay, that makes sense. Like when you're out there, you're not like falling asleep on the water.
No.
But when it's been a long day, you've eaten pimento cheese sandwiches and Ritz crackers, and you're ready to just knock out.
Right.
You do eat on the water, right?
Yeah, we eat. We usually, me and Keenan don't eat very often. We just eat snacks. Work a little too focused.
Like beef jerky or something like that?
Yeah, beef jerky, beef sticks, I don't know, crackers.
So you can't even take like 10 minutes out of the fishing tournament to just eat like a bologna sandwich, because who knows what you could have gotten that 10-minute frame when
Those
you were
10
eating
minutes
your
are
bologna.
valuable.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have certain bait you have to use? It is bass, so you just use whatever bass
Yeah,
bait.
it's all artificial.
Spinners and all that.
Yeah.
Can't use live bait or anything.
Because I'm good at catching catfish with some hot dogs.
No, can't do that. Artificial, plastic. Yep.
Some would argue hot dogs are pretty artificial. I
Well,
don't know how,
yeah.
how real hot
Yeah,
dogs
you
are.
could probably make that argument. I don't know.
Yeah. Keenan and Coleman, they're going again to Montgomery County tomorrow, and we're tracking the bass fishing team. Love talking to them and see how they're doing. And again, 6 boil events. You got to finish in the top 6 in the 6 boil events overall, cumulative points. And you make the region tournament from there. I assume it's after that it's state.
Yep. And if you do good enough in regions, you go to state.
Yeah, and then from state, do you have to have a certain qualification in state to make nationals?
No, nationals is not KHSA related.
Okay.
So
Who won state last year in bass fishing?
2 kids from Muhlenberg County.
Was it Muhlenberg County?
I think so, yeah, if I don't believe.
Do y'all know where Muhlenberg County is?
Western Kentucky.
Yeah, southwestern Kentucky. I mean, it's like 120 counties, so I didn't know if you all would know where it is. But you all, they're teaching you all geography at Bull County High School, aren't they?
Well,
you know where
they're,
Muhlenberg County is.
They're,
you got a good lake down
always,
there, huh?
They're always in the top 10 in the state tournament.
So I assume you all's home lake is Harrington?
No.
I would consider
Cedar Creek?
more our home lake is the Cumberland and Green, because I mean Harrington too, but we don't usually fish Harrington. I mean we might have one or two tournaments max on Harrington every year.
Okay.
The rest are on Cumberland, Green River. Majority of those two, but we could have some on Nolan or something like that, something
Hey,
random.
Ron.
Laurel Lake.
Okay. Keenan and Coleman Stewart, again, there's a way people can donate to the bass fishing team. Do you all know how that's done?
Yes, I don't know if it's still going on our Facebook or not. I'm not aware.
Check
out
it on
the
Facebook. Boyle County High School Bass Fishing.
Yep.
You'll find it on Facebook. If there's a link to donate, make sure you do. It's awesome. You will have 40-plus kids in the team. That's remarkable. Love to hear that. And it gives kids who may not be able to, participate in what you would call those typical sports, right, that high schools offer, things like bass fishing and archery and bowling that have become more and more popular. It allows kids to represent their schools in those sports as well. Keenan and Coleman, appreciate you all being on. Keenan, good luck tonight against Scott County. We'll talk to you all later, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, 7:03 in the morning. We've got local news coming up. We have national news headlines as well. And we're talking with Keenan's football coach, Justin Haddock's in here, about 7 or 8 minutes on the Joe Show on 103.9 FM WHIR Danville. It's 7:03.
Deserves to The American Civil Liberties Union is expressing concern after another California school district board passed a gender identity disclosure policy. Nika Magajes reports.
Following the Rockland Unified Board's vote, ACLU staff attorney Jennifer Chow says choosing when to come out and to whom is a deeply personal decision.
These types of policies break down trust and break down relationships within the school community.
Chow says a person's gender identity and sexual orientation are protected by the U.S. Constitution. She adds the policy runs afoul of state and federal laws that protect California LGBTQ students' rights.
Authorities are working to rescue a New Jersey scientist who is trapped in a cave in Turkey. More from Natalie Migliori.
Officials say New Jersey scientist Mark Dickey experienced gastrointestinal bleeding and couldn't leave the cave on his own. His condition's improving and he's alert enough to make a video.
I do know that the quick response of the Turkish government to get the medical supplies that I needed, in my opinion, saved my life.
There's no word on what caused the medical issue. Dickey's an experienced caver and he's stuck about 3,000 feet down. Officials say it could take another 4 to 8 days to get him out.
Play at the U.S. Open was briefly halted Thursday night when environmental protesters interrupted a key women's match. Andrew Whitman reports.
The women's semifinal between American Coco Gauff and Czech player Karolina Muchova in Arthur Ashe Stadium was stopped around 8:05 p.m. with Gauff up a set. Environmental activists chanted "End fossil fuels," and at least one glued himself to the floor of a seating section. After the protesters were removed, the players returned to the court after a brief warm-up.
LSU women's basketball coach Kim Mulkey is inking the most expensive coaching contract in the history of women's basketball. Her new contract will be paying her an average of $3.15 million a year for the next 10 years. Michael Kastner, NBC.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda here in Danville, where we make it easy to do business with us. I want to let you know that we are now offering free pickup and delivery in our quick lane within 20 miles of Danville. Give us a call at 859-238-1190. We will schedule your vehicle for pickup, perform the service requested, and return it to you.
Come to Stuart Powell, we can do business.
Ford Lincoln Mazda. Isaiah House provides holistic substance abuse treatment to help recovering addicts achieve sobriety for a lifetime.
We know what that struggle is. We know how bad that is. We know all the damage and the chaos that we created in the past. But the important part is we can show them the solution.
Kentucky Medicaid accepted for treatment. Call Isaiah House Treatment Center today, 859-375-9200. Isaiah House Treatment Center, real hope for addiction.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
Hey, Joe Mathis.
Yes, Radio Rick.
This is the 20th season of the Pigskin Report. We're going to be live at the Harrodsburg Pizza Hut every Monday night from 6 till 7.
We'll be live on WHIR and WHBN interviewing the head football coaches at Danville, Boyle County, Mercer County, Garrett County, Lincoln County, and head football coach Andy Fry of Center College and UK coach Mark Stoops.
That's the 20th year of the Pigskin Report, live at the Harrodsburg Pizza Hut, Monday nights from 6 to 7 on WHBN 99.5 FM, WHIR FM 103.9,
and hometownlive.net. Good morning to you folks. It's Friday. It's September the 8th, and a day where we're looking at sunshine and up near 80 degrees as a high here on Football Friday. Forecast is coming your way. News comes up here right now, brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda. We just heard from them.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
The Danville Independent School District has their survey up, and now you can let your voice be heard on what qualities you want to see in the next superintendent. The survey link is on the Danville Schools website and their Facebook page, and doesn't take long to complete, with only 5 questions on it. Your responses to the survey are anonymous. The deadline to submit the survey is Wednesday, September 20th. Tuesday is the big Heart of Kentucky United Way Day of Caring. What is the Day of Caring?
This has been going on long before I ever got here. They established this way back, and what an awesome day it is. We serve Boyle, Lincoln, Mercer, and Garrett counties, and we have projects in all 4 of those counties. We're helping nonprofits do things as simple as sitting down with seniors and maybe doing a craft or a project, all the way up to painting, repairing decks, repairing ramps, all kinds of things.
That's Heart of Kentucky United Way Executive Director Stephanie Blevins. The Day of Caring allows individuals to, as Blevins said, help out where needed in the 4-county area the Heart of Kentucky United Way serves. The day starts off Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning and ends around noon as all the groups gather at Millennium Park in Danville for a lunch, and there are still lots of spots available for you to help out. You can sign up online at hkuw.org and see all the different service projects that have slots open. There are more than 30 work projects scheduled for this year's Day of Caring. Harrodsburg has been ranked as one of the most charming small towns in the state. The website worldatlas.com ranked the top 12 most charming small towns in the state, with Harrodsburg making the cut. The blurb on Harrodsburg talks about how the city is the oldest permanent settlement west of the Allegheny Mountains, with a city that's steeped in history, with highlights of the old Fort Harrod State Park, old Mud Meeting House, and Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. You can see the entire list online at worldatlas.com. The city of Harrodsburg has entered into an agreement with a building developer to help improve city infrastructure. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that the Harrodsburg City Commission has come to an agreement with Kentucky Lodging and Development Company to move and upgrade an existing sewer line and then be reimbursed for that cost by the city. Kentucky Lodging and Development Company is the company that's currently building the Dollar General on East Lexington Street. And we gave you numbers from the Danville Police Department yesterday. Now we have Boyle Sheriff's Office numbers. In August, the Boyle County Sheriff's Office says they responded to 905 total calls, the largest number of those calls being traffic stops. I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stewart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stewartpowell.com.
We love NASCAR. Catch the races here on WHIR AM 1230.
The Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is back. For the 12th year, the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is getting you ready for Friday night's games. It's Central Kentucky's only pregame show as we preview the games for Danville, Boyle County, Mercer County, and Garrett County, as well as pick area high school players and the Danville Family Dentistry High School Fantasy Football Draft, the only high school fantasy draft that we know of. Join us. Let's have fun as we prepare for the best part of the week, Friday Night Lights, on the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show. Fridays from 6 o'clock until 7 on WHIR and WHBN. The Hometown Radio Network sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. High school football on Friday night. A couple of area teams do battle as Mercer County is at Danville. The Mercer County broadcast at 99.5 FM WHBN. The Danville broadcast on 103.9 FM WHIR. Scott County's at Boyle County. 7:30 kickoff on that one on Z105 WRNZ FM. And Garrett County is at the Briar Patch taking on the Somerset Briar Jumpers. 7:30 kickoff on HometownLive.net and delayed on Z105. And all games streamed live at HometownLive.net.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop. That's 315 Delahaye. Call for an appointment, 236-2299. That's 236-2299, Danville Auto Body Shop. You get partly sunny skies, a high of 80. A low tonight, 61 for Football Friday. Tomorrow, you get sunshine, a high of 78. On Sunday, partly sunny and a high of 78. Right now, it's 7:11 in the morning, and it is 65 degrees. And we're talking with Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix, brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
And we welcome onto the show Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Doing good. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Coach. Doing great. Football Friday, ready for Boyle County versus Scott County. Coach, a little bit of history being made tonight. I have combed through every Boyle County football season dating back to 1964. This is the first ever Boyle County-Scott County matchup between the two schools ever, Coach. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Us that Coach McKee and us kind of talk about playing, and you know they're one of the top teams in the state of Kentucky. I think they're ranked at 7th or 8th in the top 10, and number 1 in 5A. So we feel like it's going to be a great matchup. Both communities love football, so we're excited about it tonight.
How has practice gone for you all this week?
It's been good. You know, I said, coming off last week and getting there and reining them in, hey, we're playing a really good team and doing this. They know what's at stake. They're excited for a great atmosphere, which I know we're going to have tonight, with fans from both sides and ready to play a great football game.
Yeah, going to be a fun one tonight, again, as Coach Haddix had against the number 1 ranked team in 5A, Scott County. Coach, this is, like you said, going to be, the fans are going to come out. You know, Scott County, you said, is bringing a pep bus. I think it's going to be an electric atmosphere tonight once again. That's what you like, right? You like these big teams coming in. You like the fans being into it. And this is Boyle County football right here tonight.
Yeah, that's what I said. Looking back, I know it's been a while since I played, but when you get there and you talk to kids, and a lot of times after the season we'll talk to our players about, hey, what they like and this and what do they remember. And they remember those big games when the fans are into it. And, you know, maybe it's, you would think it was always a state championship game, which obviously that's great, and you want to do this. But they remember those great atmospheres and just big-time games at home.
Yeah, so it's tonight, 7:30, and we'll have the game kicking off on Z105. Coach, I just talked to one of your players here on the show about 15 minutes ago. Talk with Keenan Stewart. Keenan Stewart was in here. We were talking bass fishing. And Keenan said that he plans on fishing at a tournament tomorrow in Montgomery County. And they have to leave at 4 o'clock in the morning to get there. And I said, Keenan, what if you wake up tomorrow morning, you're a little bit bruised and sore because you just scored 7 touchdowns against Scott County the night before? He said, doesn't matter, we're leaving at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? So, I mean, that bus is leaving at 4 regardless of what happens.
Yeah, Keenan's the captain this week, too, so he had a great week of practice. He's been playing well, senior, his 3rd year starting for us. He's played all kinds of different positions. Things when people come around and help, Keenan's a guy who he'll help. You need to know the routes. He's a guy who knows all the routes. He knows all the signals. He's a great teammate. He does whatever we ask of him. Defense, offense, what special teams, wherever we need a Keenan. Keenan's the captain tonight. Obviously loves fishing, and I know Coach Goldsmith made some great some things about him when he was the pass catcher, and doing some stuff. So just love Keenan Stewart, what he brings to our football team.
Yeah, the pass catcher and the bass catcher as well. You mentioned Keenan he knows the routes. He knows where everybody's supposed to be. Watching the NFL game last night, and the Chiefs were without Travis Kelce, and Chris Collinsworth had mentioned that in the broadcast, how Kelce not being out there obviously hurt the Chiefs. He's the best tight end in football, but he's basically a second quarterback on the field because him and Mahomes are on the same page all the time. How much does it help, Coach, to have receivers like Keenan Stewart, guys that know where everyone's supposed to be, know where the quarterback's supposed to be, where the route's going to go? I mean, how important is that?
It's so undervalued when you look at things, and a lot of just average fans and people, they look, well, how fast is he? How tall is he? How is this? And it's so much more than, if it was just worried about all those things, then we'd just run a track meet. We'd just line up, and we would run as fast as we could, and the fastest guy gets the ball, and that's not football. That's what makes it great. It takes everybody, and you need to, and it takes all different types of skill sets and what it fits. It's really about timing with the quarterback, understanding where to be, and understanding concept. It's a lot about, football is an invasion game. It's about spacing. It's about overloading. It's about all that stuff. And Keenan's got a great feel for that, and that's why he's been able to play, been a starter for the last 3 years.
Bull County head football coach Justin Haddix. Coach, what's the keys to a win tonight against Scott County?
We got to stop the run. That's the big thing. They're going to try to run the football. They want to win on first down and hold the ball and do that. And eyes on our keys. I told our team their whole game plan is, hey, they're going to get you, and then try to go over the top where you're not focused. You're not tough enough to handle that of doing my job for 48 minutes. And then offensively, we got to take care of the football, win the turnover battle, and just execute what we do. Special teams is going to be huge in a game like this. They're really good on special teams. They've got a great kicker. We got to make sure they're punting a lot, and we're making plays in special teams and pinning them deep, not giving them a short field.
There you go, Bull County Rebel head coach Justin Haddix. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck tonight against Scott County, and we'll talk to you again on Monday, okay?
Hey, thank you. Go Rebels.
Yes, sir. Boyle County head coach Justin Haddix. Rebels and Cardinals, 7:30 kickoff tonight. And we'll have that game on our sister station, Z105, with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram, with the play-by-play call. All right, 7:18. We got sports coming up. Speaking of Steve, we'll have sports. Then we'll talk with Danville head football coach Frank Parks Jr. as well. Danville and Mercer County do battle tonight, and we'll talk about that coming up next.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
It's all about you and Stuart Powell.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford, where we make it easy to do business with us. Our team is dedicated to providing you with a hassle-free experience from start to finish. Whether you're in the market for a new vehicle or need to get your current vehicle serviced, we have you covered. Stop by and see how easy we make it at 225 South Danville Bypass here in Danville, or anytime at www.stuartpowellford.com.
Stuart Powell, Ford Lincoln Mazda.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Hometown Radio has 3 high school football games on the air for you tonight. Class 4A's number 1 team, Boyle County, entertains Scott County, the number 1 team in Class 5A, on Z105. Dam will host Mercer County for its homecoming on WHIR FM 103.9 and WHBN FM 99.5. Garrett County visits Somerset on the Golden Lion Stream. All of our games tonight kick off at 7:30 with pregame shows about a half hour earlier. Start your evening with Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show from 6 to 7 on WHIR and WHBN. All these games and shows stream at hometownlive.net. Other area action tonight finds Marion County at Washington County, Lincoln County at Bourbon County, Russell County at Casey County, Anderson County at Henry County, and Grant County at Rockcastle County. Kentucky entertains Eastern Kentucky tomorrow afternoon. Eyes will be on both quarterbacks. UK's Devin Leary and EKU's Parker McKinney are both on preseason watch lists for the nation's top quarterback. Our pregame shows begin at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Kickoff is set for 3 for Kentucky and Eastern Kentucky on Your Home for the Cats, Z105. Other action tomorrow finds Center College on the road at Maryville, while Western Kentucky hosts Houston Christian. Last night, Louisville rolled past Murray State 56-0. NASCAR is running at Kansas Motor Speedway this weekend on Hometown Radio. Airtime for Xfinity action tomorrow is at 2:30. Cup playoffs resume Sunday, airtime at 2, all on WHIR FM 103.9. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
Authentic Mexican grocery store, cakes, fresh produce, piñatas, boots, belts, and more. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. Family owned and operated, offering the best Mexican products created. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. And to make your tummy smile, Taco Yumas, their on-site food truck that's also available for catering and events. So where do you go for authentic Mexican product? La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. In Danville on Houstonville Road.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the auto owners insurance company. Call Mark or Chris and they'll give you a free quote, 236-66. 86. 80 and 61 is the high and low. Tomorrow, partly sunny, 78 and 62. Sunday, partly sunny, 78. Monday, mostly sunny and 81. Right now, 7:25 in the morning. We're talking Danville football with head coach Frank Parks. Brought to you by Dexter and WHIR Insurance.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and WHIR Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
And we're happy to have on the show Danville head football coach Frank Parks. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Good morning. Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good, Coach. Ready for some football Friday tonight?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got the Mercer County Titans coming in here and taking on the Danville Admirals. This is a good Mercer County team, and you're very familiar with their head coach, Craig Yeast. You coached under him when Coach Yeast was at Bryan Station, correct?
Correct. Yeah, I was the defense coordinator when he took over as head coach.
So do you feel like now I know that was what, 10 years ago, I guess, now at this point, maybe even longer. Do you feel like in a matchup like that, that a coach feels like they have to do something different because the other guy across the field knows him? Or has it been so long where you feel like you don't have kind of that familiarity with each other's coaching calls because it's been a decade or so?
Well, I think it's been so long, and it's a different type of team that, you really don't think about those things since it's been so long ago, and, it's totally different game now kind of than, back then. So, we just prepared for what we seen on film and his Titans just up for tonight.
Coach, happy to see some guys that will be back on the field this week, including Braylon Guest. We haven't seen Braylon yet this year, been dealing with an injury, and he'll be back on the field tonight. How excited are you to get some of these guys who are big-time playmakers back healthy for you?
Well, it's good for the team in general. You have a guy, a junior, who's a good athlete that can help offensively and defensively, and he's also got high football IQ. So it's good to get some of these guys back on the field because, we need all the guys that we can that are playmakers to come out and help make plays and contribute on both sides of the ball.
Coach, tell us and the listeners, obviously the first 3 games of the year, you had the close win against West Jessamine, but the results haven't gone the way you wanted them to. But tell the listeners how hard the guys are still working to continue to turn the proverbial ship around. I know you're the Admirals, but to turn the ship around and start winning games and getting those close contests and find yourselves on the winning side of close contests. How hard are the guys working in practice every day?
Well, these guys understand the process, and we talked to them again in the year, and they knew that it was going to be some growing pains, and with some guys being out in and out of lineup and changing on a weekly basis, they knew we just had to stay the course, and they have done that. Each week they know it's a new week, and then they understand that we try to continue to progress up until district time, and that's when we really want to have that true identity and be clicking on all cylinders, and they understand the message. And that's one good thing about some youth at times. They understand that they're gonna continue to grow, and they have a little time to grow, and they always come in there with that good energy. So I've been proud of the guys while how they've been coming in and just taking it day by day.
Yeah, tonight's homecoming as well, right?
Yes, it is homecoming.
Yeah, so, hey, if you're an Admiral alum, come out tonight to Admiral Field and check out Danville in action against Mercer County. By my numbers, this is the 15th all-time matchup between Mercer County and Danville, dating back, I believe, into the mid-'80s. And Danville and Mercer County played pretty much every year through 1998. Then there was a long hiatus, about a 15-year hiatus before they played again, and playing back-to-back years for the first time since 1997 and 1998. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck tonight against Mercer County. We'll talk to you again on Monday, okay?
All right. Thanks.
Bye. That's Danville head coach Frank Parks Jr. and I'm getting choked up, and I need to get me a drink of water. So I'm going to take this commercial break, and I'm going to lead you into Bottom Hour News, and we'll have the County Agent's Corner after that.
They done did it again. Gave a great deal and made a new friend. Where's this, you say? Withers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lawrenceburg is the way. With first-class service and a spin of the wheel. For some extra gifts after your new car deal, check out the inventory at ChryslerofLawrenceburg.com and head on down to US 127 to the new Withers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lawrenceburg. Today is your deal of the day, and Withers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lawrenceburg is the way.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Governor Andy Beshear visiting Churchill Downs in Louisville on Thursday morning, placing the first ever legal in-person sports wager in Kentucky. Those 18 and older can now place bets at brick-and-mortar locations. Meanwhile, in northern Kentucky, that can be done at Turfway Park Racing and Gaming in Florence and Newport Racing and Gaming. Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman was at Turfway to celebrate the launch, placing the second wager in the state.
It's $20 on the Cincinnati Bengals to win the Super Bowl.
The Metro Louisville police officer who was shot early Thursday remains in critical but stable condition. LMPD is reporting it will be releasing body cam footage of that incident within the next 10 days. The shooting occurred while two officers were conducting a traffic stop, with the shots being fired from a house nearby. Several hours later, police could be seen collecting evidence after a search of two nearby homes. Police report they've questioned several persons regarding the shooting. No arrests have been made yet. A Louisville woman has been sentenced for a hit-and-run crash that killed an off-duty Shelbyville police officer.
Ashley Catlett pled guilty to failure to stop and render aid, failure of non-owner operator to maintain required insurance, and operating a motor vehicle without an operator's license. She hit Thomas Elmore's motorcycle near Okolona last year, throwing him more than 90 feet. The off-duty Shelbyville police officer was pronounced dead on the scene. Catlett then fled on foot. A Jefferson County Circuit Court judge sentenced Catlett to 4 years probation. Haley Hansen.
An investigation ongoing in the shooting death of a toddler. Officials in Whitley County say the 2-year-old boy was shot in the head by a 3-year-old at a home just outside Corbin. I'm Sean McCormick.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's candy. Delicious flavors of family tradition. Old-fashioned candy since 61. Light, rich, creamy, made by hand. A southern treat, a Kentucky brand. Mom Blakeman's Candy.com. So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's Candy.
Chris Domine is a husband, father, an athlete, even an Ironman. But 10 years ago, Chris's kidneys were failing.
The doctor said if you don't get a kidney transplant, you are going to die.
Chris received a second chance, made possible by an organ donor.
Your well-being changes from loss of hope to better times ahead.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The Danville Independent School District has their survey up, and now you can let your voice be heard on what qualities you want to see in the next superintendent. The survey link is on the Danville School's website and their Facebook page, and doesn't take long to complete, with only 5 questions on it. Your responses to the survey are anonymous. The deadline to submit the survey is Wednesday, September 20th. Tuesday is the big Heart of Kentucky United Way Day of Caring. What is the Day of Caring?
This has been going on long before I ever got here. They established this way back, and what an awesome day it is. We serve Boyle, Lincoln, Mercer, and Garrett counties, and we have projects in all 4 of those counties. We're helping nonprofits do things as simple as sitting down with seniors and maybe doing a craft or a project, all the way up to painting, repairing decks, repairing ramps, all kinds of things.
That's Heart of Kentucky United Way Executive Director Stephanie Blevins. The Day of Caring allows individuals to, as Blevins said, help out where needed in the 4-county area the Heart of Kentucky United Way serves. The day starts off Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning and ends around noon as all the groups gather at Millennium Park in Danville for a lunch, and there are still lots of spots available for you to help out. You can sign up online at hkuw.org and see all the different service projects that have slots open. There are more than 30 work projects scheduled for this year's Day of Caring. Harrodsburg has been ranked as one of the most charming small towns in the state. The website worldatlas.com ranked the top 12 most charming small towns in the state, with Harrodsburg making the cut. The blurb on Harrodsburg talks about how the city is the oldest permanent settlement west of the Allegheny Mountains, with a city that's steeped in history, with highlights of the old Fort Harrod State Park, old Mud Meeting House, and Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. You can see the entire list online at worldatlas.com. The city of Harrodsburg has entered into an agreement with a building developer to help improve city infrastructure. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that the Harrodsburg City Commission has come to an agreement with Kentucky Lodging and Development Company to move and upgrade an existing sewer line and then be reimbursed for that cost by the city. Kentucky Lodging and Development Company is the company that's currently building the Dollar General on East Lexington Street. And we gave you numbers from the Danville Police Department yesterday. Now we have Boyle Sheriff's Office numbers. In August, the Boyle County Sheriff's Office says they responded to 905 total calls, the largest number of those calls being traffic stops. I'm Joe Mathis.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
The Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is back. For the 12th year, the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is getting you ready for Friday night's games. It's Central Kentucky's only pregame show as we preview the games for Danville, Boyle County, Mercer County, and Garrett County, as well as pick area high school players and the Danville Family Dentistry High School Fantasy Football Draft, the only high school fantasy draft that we know of. Join us. Let's have fun as we prepare for the best part of the week, Friday Night Lights, on the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show. Fridays from 6 o'clock until 7 on WHIR and WHBN.
Local high school football and Hometown Radio Network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titans. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Bowen, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Joe Mathis, voice of the Danville Football Admirals. Listen to every Admiral game on AM 1230 WHIR.
This is Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Well, thank you for that, Rebecca. Brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance and the Big Deals online store. Go to hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts. Up to 50% every single day, folks. The Big Deals online store is at hometownlive.net. You get sunshine, a high of 80. Low tonight, 61. Sunshine tomorrow, high of 78. On Sunday, partly sunny, high of 78. Mostly sunny on Monday, and a high of 81. Right now, it's 7:39 in the morning, and it's County Agents Corner time, and Jay Hetmansberger's on the telephone. Good morning, Jay. How are you?
Hey, good Friday morning.
Good Friday. Yes.
Nice weekend.
Yes, appreciate you being on here, Jay, for the County Agents Corner. Jay, before we hop into the County Agents Corner, I got a birthday shout-out to give. Someone just called in and said, can you wish someone a happy birthday for me? I think she said she's turning 15 years old, and they're getting in the car to go to school right now. So I want to give a birthday shout-out, 15 years old today, to Dreana White. having a birthday. Happy birthday, Dreana. We got you on the show. Hope you have a great birthday. And want to make sure we give Dreana White a happy birthday shout-out. 15 years old today, Jay.
Well, happy birthday.
Do you remember, Jay, what you were doing when you were 15? Were you listening to the radio station on your way to school?
I probably, I don't know what the school bus. I would have been on a school bus, so I probably was listening to the radio.
Are you from Garrett County, Jay?
I am not. I'm originally from Garrett County. I'm originally from Indiana.
Okay. Well, you found a great home, Jay, here. You had to cross the border and say, things are just great in Kentucky. I got to stay here. I can't leave. I understand.
We did. We did, yeah. I swam across the river and got down here, yeah.
Thank you. Well, we're there waiting for you with towels to dry you off, Jay. We're happy you're here. So happy birthday, Dreana White. Again, Dreana 15. Hope she has a great day today. Jay's on here with the County Agents Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's needs. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
Here's Jay Hetmansberger.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the County Agents Corner. This program is brought to you each weekday at this time as a service of the Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer County UK Agriculture Extension agents. I am Jay Hetmansberger, UK Agriculture Agent in Garrett County. And this morning's topic is agritourism. Agritourism is defined as the act of visiting a working farm or any agricultural, horticultural, or agribusiness operations for the purpose of enjoyment, education, or active involvement in the activities of the farm or operation. Agritourism offers an opportunity to build relationships between the agricultural community and the local tourism industry by incorporating tour groups, educating school children, and hosting civic events. This increases rural economic development dollars in areas with agritourism venues. The ultimate goal of an agritourism venue is to increase net farm income by filling customer needs for education and recreation on the farm. Today, most Kentuckians have no direct connection to farm life, even in rural areas. Agritourism gives people an opportunity to better understand the skill and hard work that goes into producing the food and fiber we all enjoy. It's also a chance for great food and clean country fun at destinations that are close to home. Kentucky's dynamic agritourism industry provides activities and on-farm experiences for visitors throughout the year. For those that are adventurous, I would invite you to get out this fall and enjoy some of Kentucky's sights, sounds, and flavors. Two websites that I recommend for information on agritourism sites in Kentucky are the Kentucky Department of Agriculture site called Kentucky Farms Are Fun and the Kentucky Farm Bureau Certified Roadside Farm Market site. Those two will guide you to places that you can visit. And that's today's County Agents Corner. It's been my pleasure to be your host. I am Jay Hetmansberger, UK Agriculture Agent in Garrett County. Hope you have a nice day and a profitable year down on the farm.
Thank you there, Jay Hetmansberger, County Agents Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. All right, Jay, before you go, I've got some random facts you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Jay, are you ready?
Oh, anxiously. Yes,
all right,
we're ready.
Let's do it then. Fact number one for you, Jay, if I can click on the right thing here. Here we go. In America, the predominant grading system is A, B, C, D, F, right? In Denmark, there's a 7-point grading system, which is numerical. A, 12 is an A. That's followed by 10, 7, 4, 02, 00, and -3, which is the equivalent of an F. That seems really complicated.
that what it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, ours is a 5-point grading system, right? A, B, C, D, F. They've just added 2. Theirs is a 7-point, but it's numbers. So it goes 12, 10, 7, 4, 02, 00, and -3. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 2, James. You ever heard, or James? Got James is in this fact, and I'll tell you how. But, Jay, you ever heard of Magic the Gathering, the card game?
No, I haven't.
It's like a card game, Magic the Gathering. The guy who invented Magic the Gathering is Richard Garfield. He was the great-great-grandson of James Garfield, who was our former president.
I figured that's where that was going.
I mean, if your last name's Garfield, you don't have many Garfields around these parts. You know, like if your last name's Garfield, you're either related to the president or you're related to the cat. It's one or the other.
They say you probably be able to follow that family tree.
Yeah. Number 3, the best-selling items at Walmart are what, Jay? What do you think's the best-selling item at Walmart? What's bought more than any other item?
I don't know. You stunned me there. I don't know.
Bananas. The best-selling item at Walmart, bananas. They sell more than 1 billion.
I wouldn't have gone that direction.
More than 1 billion pounds of bananas a year sold at Walmart, Jay.
Wow. Now, I like bananas, but I didn't think they'd sell that many.
Yeah, well, you know, you buy them in bunches, right? So I don't know if they're counting each individual banana or if it's a thing where one bunch equals one banana. I assume they're counting each individual one, but in pounds, 1 billion pounds are sold every year at Walmart.
Well, you think about it. You don't buy just one banana. You buy a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
So you buy a couple pounds every time you buy a banana.
Yep. Number 4, there are only 2 cities in the U.S. that cross into 5 different counties. New York City and Dallas. Those cities span 5 different counties.
They're pretty big.
Big. And number 5, the beat of Mission Impossible's theme song intentionally spells out the letters M-I in Morse code. By the way, that's -- if you're a Morse code connoisseur. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'll have to listen to that now.
Jay Hetmansberger, County Agent Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock. Jay, appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again in, I guess, early October, okay?
Yeah, okay. Everybody have a good weekend.
All right, Jay. Bye. Jay Hetmansberger with the County Agent's Corner. It's 7:46 in the morning. Sports is coming up here right now with the Big Daddy. Steve Bertram, then we head out west to Hollywood. The world of WHIR, the celebrities, coming up next.
This Saturday, Coach Stoops and the Cats battle an in-state opponent from just down the road. Let's go! EKU Colonels and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame show starts this Saturday at 1 o'clock with kickoff at 3.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM Z105.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Fitzgerald-Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Hometown Radio has 3 high school football games on the air for you tonight. Class 4A's number 1 team, Boyle County, entertains Scott County, the number 1 team in Class 5A, on Z105. Dam will host Mercer County for its homecoming on WHIR FM 103.9 and WHBN FM 99.5. Garrett County visits Somerset on the Golden Lion Stream. All of our games tonight kick off at 7:30 with pregame shows about a half hour earlier. Start your evening with Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show from 6 to 7 on WHIR and WHBN. All these games and shows stream at hometownlive.net. Other area action tonight finds Marion County at Washington County, Lincoln County at Bourbon County, Russell County at Casey County, Anderson County at Henry County, and Grant County at Rockcastle County. Kentucky entertains Eastern Kentucky tomorrow afternoon. Eyes will be on both quarterbacks. UK's Devin Leary and EKU's Parker McKinney are both on preseason watch lists for the nation's top quarterback. Our pregame shows begin at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Kickoff is set for 3 for Kentucky and Eastern Kentucky on Your Home for the Cats, Z105. Other action tomorrow finds Center College on the road at Maryville, while Western Kentucky hosts Houston Christian. Last night, Louisville rolled past Murray State 56-0. NASCAR's running at Kansas Motor Speedway this weekend on Hometown Radio. Airtime for Xfinity action tomorrow's at 2:30. Cup playoffs resume Sunday, airtime at 2, all on WHIR FM 103.9. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Brent Blevins, Public Health Director of the Boyle County Health Department with an important message. The American Cancer Society estimates that nearly 3,500 deaths per year in Kentucky can be attributed to lung cancer. Most people are aware that cigarette smoking may contribute to lung cancer, but are unaware of another serious lung cancer threat, radon. In fact, the Environmental Protection Agency states that prolonged exposure to elevated levels of radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer. Now, you may be asking yourself a few questions like, what is an elevated level of radon? Where does radon come from? Or, how can I tell if radon is in my home? Your Boyle County Health Department stands ready to answer your questions and help determine if your family may be at risk. Simply contact our environmental staff at 859-236-2053. The health of your family depends on it.
At Linex of Danville, we offer an undercoating that protects your vehicle against road salt and gravel, which helps prevent rust, prolong the life of your vehicle. Along with the rust inhibitor, gives your vehicle total rust protection. Call for a free quote at 859-209-4033 or stop in and see us at 935 Stanford Road in Danville.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at... ADA Heated and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. Call them 859-519-6382. That's ADA Heating and Air. Partly sunny, high of 80, low tonight 61. Tomorrow, partly sunny, high of 80. Sunday, partly sunny, high of 78. Right now it's 7:51. It's 66 degrees here in Danville on this Friday, September the 8th. There's a couple that's going viral right now on TikTok for finding out their cousins after they've been married for 3 years already. Married for 3 years, then find out they're cousins. Well, check out this ad for this new dating service. You can ensure that you are not related to the person you're dating on this new app called Not Related to Me Harmony.
I was looking for love, and I only had one condition, that the person I dated wasn't my cousin. Luckily, there's Not Related to Me Harmony.
NotRelatedToMeHarmony.com sets you up with somebody based on one dimension of compatibility, whether or not they're your cousin.
Not Related to Me Harmony set me up with Becky here.
Whatever.
She's not really my type, like, not at all.
Are you saying I'm ugly?
No, of course not. She does like to argue a lot, but I guess that keeps me on my toes. And...
You're so mean and ugly and bald. Why are you so bald? What are you, like 100 years old?
At least we're not cousins.
NotRelatedToMeHarmony.com. Find your special somebody who isn't your cousin today.
There you go. Not me and Harmony.com. Let's see what's going on in the world of weird. You know, Hollywood, where the celebrities live. 238-9447, the phone number to call in here. 238-WHIR, and I realized I loaded all my celebrity stories up, but forgot to load the music up. So let's load the music up here and make it a true segment. Here we go! The world of weird. The showbiz segment. Celebrities. People so disassociated with reality, we talk about them on an everyday basis. They think because they're important and famous, their opinions matter more. We should follow what they do. It's celebrities. All right, here we go. Jimmy Fallon is kind of in some hot water. Now, I think Jimmy Fallon's the best of all the Late Show hosts, and it's now the latest he is in a long line of TV shows being accused of having a toxic work environment. Rolling Stone spoke to several past and current staffers who say there was a culture of fear and anxiety, largely due to Jimmy's erratic behavior. Supposedly, they never knew if they were getting the cheerful and friendly Jimmy or the belligerent and mean version who would degrade and insult his employees. There have been rumors about Jimmy's drinking as well for years, and some staffers claim to have witnessed him appearing drunk or smelling like booze. Others say his behavior seemed to depend on whether or not he appeared hungover. Other upper-level staff could be just as rotten as Jimmy. There was also a lot of turnover at that level. The show has had 9 different showrunners over 9 years. Even when employees complained, nothing was done, and many of them said the job severely affected their mental health. NBC issued a statement in response to the report. They did not mention Jimmy by name. They say, quote, "We are incredibly proud of The Tonight Show and providing a respectful work environment is a top priority." But Jimmy held a Zoom meeting with staff yesterday where he said, quote, "It's embarrassing and I feel so bad. Sorry if I embarrass you and your family and friends. I feel so bad I can't even tell you. I want this show to be fun. It should be inclusive for everybody." By the way, one incident in Rolling Stone magazine involved Jerry Seinfeld seeing Jimmy mistreat a staffer and telling him to apologize, but Jerry says they blew it way out of proportion. You can read that in the Rolling Stone magazine. Sharon Osbourne says the rudest celebrity she's ever met is the guy that's married to an actress and used to do that 70s show. In other words, Ashton Kutcher. She says he is a, quote, rude little boy. Dastardly little thing. This isn't the first time Sharon's mentioned Ashton. Back in 2018, she told Larry King how she upset him when he was a guest on The Talk because she got his name wrong. Meanwhile, Sharon also feels bad for dissing Justin Bieber years ago. Quote, "I'm like, who am I to say he's that bad? He's a kid. Leave him alone." And I felt really terrible after saying that, and I felt such guilt. And hey, a score on Rotten Tomatoes can make or break a movie. With such high stakes, you know there are people out there gaming the system. A new report dropped yesterday claiming that a PR firm called Bunker 15 was actually paying critics to give a movie a positive review in order to boost its tomato meter rating. The movie in question was 2018's Ophelia, starring Daisy Ridley. When the initial reviews came out, it had a 46% rating. So Bunker 15 started paying two lower-level critics on the website $50 to give it positive reviews. That caused its rating to jump to 62%, which is considered fresh. Soon after, the IFC Films picked up Ophelia for distribution. It's a bit amusing as well. Ophelia, a retelling of Shakespeare's Hamlet from a female perspective, has a suspicious Rotten Tomato score since Hamlet is where we get, quote, "something is rotten" in the state of Denmark. There you go. The world of weird celebrities. All right, we're going to Melton's Deli in Danville, grabbing ourselves a sandwich for lunch later on this afternoon. Melton's, 2 locations here in Danville, 247 East Main and 995 Ben Ally Drive. And we're going to go today with, it's a Friday, the Miles Bell Special, the number 1, the Big Daddy Club. Piled high with deli baked ham, smoked turkey, crisp bacon, Swiss and American cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, mayonnaise, and Dijon horseradish sauce on your choice of white, wheat, or rye. It's number 1 on the Melton's Deli menu, the Big Daddy Club. You can get it at 247 East Main or 995 Ben Ally Drive in Danville. Melton's Deli with the Big Daddy Club. It is your sandwich of the day. Coming up at the 8 o'clock hour, Dusty has the Kentucky Music Preview on here. We'll see what's going on with old Dusty today. That'll be at 8:10. In the 9 o'clock hour, 9:10. It's a Trail Talk Friday with Walker's Trail Senior Living. Andrea James at 9:10, and at 9:35, Patrick McClure with McClure, and Bailey.
Need a change of scenery? Check out Kentucky State Parks. With 45 parks to choose from, there are limitless options. Each park has its own unique features, landscape and resorts, restaurants, campgrounds, and some of the best golf courses around. Pick one that fits your lifestyle and your family. Explore Kentucky Parks. Enjoy fun outdoor adventure without the long lines of many destinations. Book now at parks.ky.gov.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
At Bob Allen GMC, we are professional grade. Hi, I'm John Welsh. Lease a new 23 GMC Acadia for only $359 per month for 24 months. $38.84 plus first payment and taxes due at signing. 10,000 miles per year. Stock $23,368. Must be GM Lease Loyalty. Bob Allen GMC on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
You may have heard about upcoming changes to Kentucky Medicaid. There's no need to worry. We're here to help. Please make sure to check your Connect accounts. Available by accessing connect.ky.gov at kynect.ky.gov. The process is simple. Log on and update any information that might have changed since you enrolled. Your address, phone number, and email. That way, when we need to contact you, we can. You can also visit medicaidunwinding.ky.gov for details or call 855-459-6328.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way. Right here on the Happy Station, WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. A Fulton County, Georgia special grand jury report related to former President Trump's election interference case is set to be released this morning. It's the result of an investigation into alleged efforts by Trump and others to overturn the state's 2020 election results. A total of 19 defendants, including the former president, were recently indicted in the case. More than half of Americans believe President Biden's policies are making the economy worse. A new CNN poll found 58% of those that were surveyed said Biden's policies have worsened economic conditions in the U.S. That's compared to 24% who said his policies are improving the economy and 18% who said his policies had no effect. Authorities are working to rescue a New Jersey scientist who is trapped in a cave in Turkey. Natalie Migliori with more.
Officials say New Jersey scientist Mark Dickey experienced gastrointestinal bleeding and couldn't leave the cave on his own. His condition's improving and he's alert enough to make a video.
I do know that the quick response of the Turkish government to get the medical supplies that I needed, in my opinion, saved my life.
There's no word on what caused the medical issue. Dickey's an experienced caver and he's stuck about 3,000 feet down. Officials say it could take another 4 to 8 days to get him out.
General Motors is issuing its first counteroffer to the United Auto Workers in contract talks, and UAW President Shawn Fain calls it insulting.
September 14th is a deadline, not a reference point, and we expect all three companies to have an agreement with us by then, and if not, then there will be action.
The UAW wants a 46% raise, an end to the two-tiered wage system, and to be paid 40 hours for a 32-hour work week. Some progress has been noted in the talks. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Think of everything you do to provide for your family. A home, food on the table, healthcare, vacations, and saving for your kids' education. It's all good as long as you're alive, but it's only a drop in the bucket of what they'll need if you die without life insurance. Buying term life insurance is not something you can afford to put off. Call the Term Lifeline now for the lowest possible rates on quality term life insurance. Term life rates are at all-time lows, and we can save you up to 70%. If you already have coverage, you could be paying too much. One call could save you thousands of dollars. We have great rates for smokers, too, or if you have health problems. Providing for today is good, but it's not enough if you die prematurely. Call the Term Lifeline today for a free quote. Protect your family and see if you could save up to 70%.
866-549-TERM. 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 That's 866-549-8376.
A new front opens in the Hollywood entertainment wars. Jan Darwin with the latest dispatch from the front lines.
Warner Brothers has suspended payments to its producers for the duration of the strike. Major film producers could also see their deals affected. Executives at two studios told the LA Times. The other big studios are expected to suspend payments as well to cut costs. Studio lots are sitting completely empty as writers and actors walk the picket lines. Major issues for the Writers Guild and SAG-AFTRA are use of AI and streaming royalties.
LSU women's basketball coach Kim Mulkey is about to sign the most expensive coaching contract in the history of women's basketball. Trey Thomas with details.
Mulkey previously had a contract that paid her $2.5 million per year. Her new contract will be paying her an average of $3.15 million a year for the next 10 years. Last year, Mulkey led the team to a national championship title.
Today, we honor the first shortcut in language. Today is National Ampersand Day. Bree Tennis with details.
It's the symbol that looks like a fancy backwards S, and it's used to replace the word and. It's Latin, dating back to 63 BC, and it's probably used as a character in one of your passwords. The symbol brings together good things like PB&J, M&M's, and Ben & Jerry's, but it also works for rock and roll. Language nerds say the ampersand used to be the last letter in the alphabet, but it was kicked out. No one knows why or when.
The U.S. Open continues today, but was briefly halted Thursday night when environmental protesters interrupted a key women's match. The women's semifinal between American Coco Gauff and Czech player Karolina Muchova at Arthur Ashe Stadium was stopped at around 8:05. Michael Kastner, NBC News.
Come on out this Saturday in Danville as we celebrate the grand unveiling of the Purple Peacock. It's Central Kentucky's newest, coolest, and most fashionable attire lease. With first-class treatment and an upscale experience, the Purple Peacock is your new desirable place for weddings, proms, homecomings, fun, food, fashion, and some free giveaways. This Saturday, the Purple Peacock in Danville on Main Street. Follow us on Facebook and join us for a celebration this Saturday in Danville from 10 to 4. The Purple Peacock, where dreams take flight.
At Old Charlie's, that's where you find me. That southern flavor got me saying, hey, y'all.
Try Old Charlie's new smash hit burgers with 2 delicious meaty patties covered with cheese with big beefy flavor. Old Charlie's, oh, that's good.
Good morning to you folks. It is Football Friday, September the 8th. Cloudy skies overhead. Look at it, 79 degrees here in Danville. Got a forecast coming your way. News comes up here first. It's not 79 right now. 79 is the high. It's 66 right now. Forecast is coming your way, and so is news now.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
The Danville Independent School District has their survey up, and now you can let your voice be heard on what qualities you want to see in the next superintendent. The survey link is on the Danville Schools website and their Facebook page, and doesn't take long to complete, with only 5 questions on it. Your responses to the survey are anonymous. The deadline to submit the survey is Wednesday, September 20th. Tuesday is the big Heart of Kentucky United Way Day of Caring. What is the Day of Caring?
This has been going on long before I ever got here. They established this way back, and what an awesome day it is. We serve Boyle, Lincoln, Mercer, and Garrett counties, and we have projects in all 4 of those counties. We're helping nonprofits do things as simple as sitting down with seniors and maybe doing a craft or a project, all the way up to painting, repairing decks, repairing ramps, all kinds of things.
That's Heart of Kentucky United Way Executive Director Stephanie Blevins. The Day of Caring allows individuals to, as Blevins said, help out where needed in the 4-county area the Heart of Kentucky United Way serves. The day starts off Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning and ends around noon as all the groups gather at Millennium Park in Danville for a lunch, and there are still lots of spots available for you to help out. You can sign up online at hkuw.org and see all the different service projects that have slots open. There are more than 30 work projects scheduled for this year's Day of Caring. Harrodsburg has been ranked as one of the most charming small towns in the state. The website worldatlas.com ranked the top 12 most charming small towns in the state, with Harrodsburg making the cut. The blurb on Harrodsburg talks about how the city is the oldest permanent settlement west of the Allegheny Mountains, with a city that's steeped in history, with highlights of the old Fort Harrod State Park, old Mud Meeting House, and Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. You can see the entire list online at worldatlas.com. The city of Harrodsburg has entered into an agreement with a building developer to help improve city infrastructure. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that the Harrodsburg City Commission has come to an agreement with Kentucky Lodging and Development Company to move and upgrade an existing sewer line and then be reimbursed for that cost by the city. Kentucky Lodging and Development Company is the company that's currently building the Dollar General on East Lexington Street. And we gave you numbers from the Danville Police Department yesterday. Now we have Boyle Sheriff's Office numbers. In August, the Boyle County Sheriff's Office says they responded to 905 total calls, the largest number of those calls being traffic stops. I'm Joe Mathis.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
Republic Services of Kentucky offers a single-source solution for all of your disposal needs, servicing residential, commercial, and industrial customers with offerings that include recycling and other disposal options. You have enough to worry about on a daily basis. Leave waste disposal to Republic Services. They'll handle it from there. For a quote or to discuss services, reach out to republicservices.com or give them a call at 859-263-2000. 263-2000.
Hey, it's me again. That's right, I'm Jerry Farmer, and I'm still cutting up. Still Cutting Up is a place to go when you need a fresh cut or a mini afro. Perms, colors, nails, too, braids, highlights, and even updo. I know you done heard of us, so get with it. I know you need your hair did. Here's our digit, 238-7899. Bob your head while I rhyme. 24/7, we won't be beat. 365 on South 4th Street. See ya. See ya.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, it's brought to you by our friends at Cattleman's Roadhouse. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at Cattleman's, where everyone in the family is certified something to tastify their taste buds. Cattleman's Roadhouse, Danville Bypass. A great steak, truly, is just the beginning. You get partly sunny skies, a high today of 79, a low tonight of 61. Tomorrow, sunshine, a high of 78. And on Sunday, partly sunny, a high of 78. Right now, it is 8:11 in the morning, and we are looking at 67 degrees right here in Danville. 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. And let's see what's going on in this morning's sort of sports report. Starting off in Major League Baseball, where the Philadelphia Phillies have announced that Trey Turner has gone on paternity leave starting on September the 5th, so 3 days ago. Fun fact about this, September the 5th is exactly 9 months after Turner inked his massive 11-year, $300 million deal with the Phillies. That's left almost everyone with a comment on Twitter to come to the same conclusion. Clearly, that massive contract was a huge turn-on for both Trey and his wife, Kristen. Here's to a healthy and happy birthday and a productive return to the field. As we speak, the FIBA World Cup semifinals in the Philippines are underway. The first game, Serbia versus Canada, started at 4:45 this morning. Second game, USA versus Germany, starts in 20 minutes. Team USA head coach Steve Kerr has vowed he'll be keeping the pressure on to see that their game, the USA game against the Germans, will be filled with intensity and fire. On Sunday, the loser of this morning's games will play in the consolation game at 4:30. The winners will face off in the championship at 8:40 in the morning. And there's no doubt that fantasy football is king this time of year, but survivor pools have certainly gained in popularity. For those uninitiated, survivor pools are where players pick one team to win each week, but can't pick that team again for the rest of the year. If you pick wrong, you're done. Given that the Kansas City Chiefs are odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl this season, most survival pool players stayed away from last night's game and are waiting for the Chiefs to take on a cupcake team later this season. For week 1, by the way, the heaviest percentage of picks have gone toward the Baltimore Ravens beating the Texans. The next highest, the Washington Commanders to beat the Arizona Cardinals in survivor pools. That's what's going on in this morning's sort of sports report. And Dusty is in studio with us. Good morning, Dusty. How are you?
Pretty good, Joe. How about yourself? Just running a little behind today.
Yeah, I saw you driving yesterday on Lexington Avenue. You had your truck and the trailer. I guess you were going to the downtown Downbeats.
Yeah, we were going there
to start setting up.
Yep, and it was a little late night last night after the breaking down and everything like that. Yep. So the snooze button this morning was not my friend.
It was working real well,
wasn't it? Yeah, it was doing its job pretty good. But no, we had a great time last night. Michael Fly, which is Michael Hughes, he came and played with The Sounds is the name of his band for that evening, and they did an excellent job. Had a good time. They had a nice groove to them. And nice sound as well, and we had a really good turnout for our event.
Yeah,
and we were super excited about that. So thank you for everybody who come out. We got one more left.
Okay.
For this year, and it's been a wild ride so far. So.
And it's Dusty Wesley and the Toenail Clippers will be in concert next month, first Thursday in October.
We're gonna have Rags and Riches.
Okay.
which is the same band. It's Rags and Riches is the name of the band.
It's one band with two names in there, Rags and Riches. So I drove by downtown Downbeats yesterday. I honestly had forgotten all about it.
Oh, come on.
Well, I couldn't have gone anyway because I had baseball practice yesterday. And then afterwards, I had to go pick up. It started at 7.
Okay.
And went to about 8.
Okay.
And then afterwards had to go get Jack's backpack, which he left at my mom's house after school, and that's when I drove by downtown Downbeats.
Gotcha.
And then I had to get home, and I was starving. I think it was the hungriest that I've ever been in my life. So I had to go home and eat. And I ate 2 barbecue sandwiches and, I feel like 4 cups of potato salad. I bought this potato salad from Save-A-Lot.
Okay.
And it was probably the best potato salad that I've ever had in my life.
Really?
I'm not a huge potato salad guy.
Was it mustard or mayo?
It was not. It was original potato salad. They have mustard next to it, but I got the original because we had Rebecca's parents were coming over, and I didn't want to be the one to buy mustard potato salad if nobody else likes mustard. So I just got the original. It was Reser brand. R-E-S-E-R. And to show you how much I like it, they're not paying for this, right? This is a non-paid advertisement here. But you got to try it out. Reser potato salad. I thought it was awesome, and I'm not a huge potato salad guy. And I couldn't stop eating it.
you just kept going?
And because of that now, I've eaten too much of it, and I don't feel so good this morning.
Right? Well, I made the mistake because last night, it's like, so I drive a van and a trailer, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's like after the show, I was like hungry because with the way it timed out with the musicians getting there, then the sound check, and then it was like showtime, so there was no time for me to step out and get something to eat.
Yeah.
And so I worked all night and then ran the show, broke down, and it was late. And then I was like, oh, well, Taco Bell's still open. But I was like, I have the trailer. And so it's like you can't maneuver a drive-through. Yeah.
What time was it?
It was probably about 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it would have been drive-through only. They're not open inside, I don't think, that late.
Exactly. And so I went home and I found like a 5-day-old Monte Cristo sandwich from
Cheddar's?
No, from a Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
We went there for my wife's and brother-in-law's birthday.
And it lasted 5 days, without somebody wanting to eat it?
Oh, yeah. My family's not real big on, the rest of my family is not real big on leftovers.
But you're a scavenger. You're like a vulture.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how did it taste?
It was a mistake. I don't think I should. Yeah. I was just that hungry, but I did watch the Chiefs get beat, so that was good. I've watched the finish of that.
I have Mahomes as my fantasy quarterback, so I was heavily invested in that. I really don't think Mahomes played all that terribly. His receivers were awful yesterday.
Oh, that one dude, Tony.
Kadarius Toney dropped 2.
Yeah,
he had 2. So the Chiefs dropped 4 passes in total. It's the tied for the most that they've ever dropped in the Mahomes era. And Toney dropped 2. McKinnon dropped 1. Sky Moore dropped 1. Mm-hmm. They had one route where 2 guys ran into each other on a third down on a mesh route that would have been a first down.
Yeah.
And they did all that without Travis Kelce, right? And so
I think they'll be fine.
They'll be fine. Yeah. I just and Mahomes still scored 20.8 fantasy points. He was projected 21, so he's right on. But I feel like there were so many missed opportunities for more fantasy points for me yesterday because his receivers were dropping balls all over the place.
I had David Montgomery.
I had no idea he was going to be the bell cow in Detroit. They drafted Jahmyr Gibbs in the first round.
And I have Gibbs, too, in another league. And so
Montgomery got the touchdown run there in the fourth quarter, so I'm sure you were excited about that.
Yeah, but it's in the league it's in that guillotine league.
Okay.
Or guillotine?
Guillotine, yeah.
Okay, so I've been corrected a bunch of times by the dude
both
I work
ways?
with. Well, no.
How's he say it?
He says guillotine. So I say guillotine.
I don't know. I think guillotine's the way to say it.
Okay, so you agree with me then on how to say it.
Look, we're Americans.
Right.
We pronounce it the way we want to. We don't have to pronounce it the way it's the French thing, right? We don't care how the French say it. Doesn't matter to me at all how they say it. I'm American.
Right.
I'm going to say guillotine. Right, just like Versailles. We're not saying is he going to say it's Versailles? Like if you're saying we got to go to Versailles to set up at Versailles First Baptist Church, would he say it's Versailles? Well, that's where you can catch him then.
That's true.
Well, why is this word so fancy?
Or Athens, right?
Yeah, it's Athens, Kentucky. It's not Athens.
Athens, yeah.
So there's a couple of things you can get back with him now on those 2 things.
Good, but no.
I'm a guillotine guy.
You're a guillotine guy.
That's
so
how I
that
say it.
guillotine league, I have him in that. So I mean, it's good. That means I'll survive hopefully till next week, unless everybody else goes wild on Sunday. But hopefully, but yeah, I didn't
He
know
had
that
like
either. 17
carries last night.
Yeah, and that
Now,
touchdown. I think it was like 25 points in my PPR league.
Yeah, the coaching staff did say that they're going to ease Jameer Gibbs in. So,
Okay.
like, it's his first game. They're going to ease him in. But still, I mean, it was week one. If you're a David Montgomery owner on fantasy, you're happy about it.
And I think it's also like you have the hot hand, right? Like if you, he was clearly amped up, ready to go, and hitting the holes.
They beat the Chiefs on the road.
Yeah, it was a good win.
So, like, why would you change now? I mean, I'm
Right.
sure they're going to get Gibbs more touches. They didn't draft him in the first round for no reason. But, you know, like
I
at
also
this
don't want to wear him out, and he has to get used to the system.
Yeah, so, like, if
gameplay.
you're winning and they keep on
Yeah.
doing well, you know, why would you not keep on giving Montgomery touches? He's scoring touchdowns. So
go for it.
There you go.
It'll be good.
All right, go ahead.
There's a lot of stuff going on this weekend. If you want to check out some live music happening here and around you, like last night, we had a great live free event. And so if you missed it, sorry about that. You missed a great time. But come next October, that first week there. And this weekend, if you want to check something out, you got the Nude Party, which is a band. It's a band. It's not a. It's not a nude party. It's a band called the Nude Party. They're going to be playing at Headliners tonight, but then they're going to be at Black Mountain Jamboree on Saturday. If you want to go check that out. So it's at Headliners in Louisville tonight, and then Black Mountain Jamboree, which is I believe down there in Somerset.
Okay.
I think it's around that area. The Black Mountain Jamboree is, and that's like a little small festival. They don't want to get that festival like if you're into camping and stuff. It's that kind of festival. Like you go down, you set up a campsite.
I'll pass.
You get to sit outside.
Why
and
would I
enjoy.
sleep outside when I have a house?
Well, I mean, you could go down there. You don't have to camp out, but I mean, it's just the social aspect of it, Joe. Like, come on.
I can socialize in my house.
Okay, but I mean, I know you don't like camping in general, but if you do enjoy camping and you do enjoy music, it's a nice combination between the two.
I enjoy the music part. It'd be fine. It's the camp. I just turn around and come home.
Yeah, exactly. You could just do that if you want.
All right.
I'm sure nobody will argue about it, but you'll just miss out on some good
No,
times.
they're going to hold me hostage. No, you have to camp.
But here's the funny part. So there's another. So the Black Mountain Jamboree includes the Nude Party, DOG, Gabe Lee, the Local Honeys, In the Pines, Mojo Thunder, Eric Bolander, B. Taylor, King Margot, The Minx, Maggie Lander, and Lucas Wayne. So the funny part about it is, I think it was a guy from Eric Bolander. I think he's the keyboard player, if I'm not mistaken. His fiance called him and was very upset because he is going to an event and she was afraid that it's a nude party.
No.
She was like, what kind of festival are you going to and playing music? I'm not happy about this.
You can't go to a party where there's naked ladies running around.
But he was like, no, it's a band. And she's like, sure it is.
Uh-oh.
And so
And the engagement's off.
He had to prove that the Nude Party is indeed a band.
I could see that's one of those band names where I could see that lead to confusion.
Oh, yeah, because I showed up there and they were not happy about it. No.
It's like Van Morrison. Remember Van Morrison? His band was called Them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Van Morrison was in a band called Them.
I did not know that.
Yes, before he went solo, he was in a band called Them, which seems like such an odd name for a band. Or the name of the band being The Band. Remember The Band?
I do enjoy The Band.
The Band.
And like,
which band? The Band. And The Band and Them.
My aunt introduced me into him, and she's like, oh, you got to listen to this new group. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, oh, you really enjoy them. It's called The Band. And I was like, well, what band is it? She's like, no, just look up The Band. And I'm like, well, tell me the name of the band.
Wait a minute. The Band's not a new group.
Well, I mean, this was like back in the day. Yeah.
How old are you, Dusty? The Band was around like in the 60s and 70s.
Oh, okay, not a new group. She said you got to listen to. You know what I'm saying. Yeah.
You got to listen to a group you've never listened to.
Right.
It's a new band to you. It's a band called The Band.
It's a band called The Band.
Yeah.
And so, but no, The Band is great. Like you got Up on Cripple Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
this one right
The
here.
Weight.
This is The Weight. Yeah.
Excellent. And then if you're also looking for something to do in Lexington, you got the Burrell County Fair. That's what they're calling it, the Burrell County Fair.
I thought we already had the Bull County Fair.
The Burrell County Fair.
No,
that could be confusing as well
Yeah,
here in Bull County.
They switched it. It's over there across from Kroger, but that already happened.
That already
It was back in
happened, yeah.
June.
Yeah.
The Burrell County Fair.
The Burrell County Fair is at the Burrell in Lexington. Go check it out. It includes Raylan Baxter, the lady we're previewing, Margot Price, Daniel Nunley, and Nicholas Jamerson are all going to be there. It's an outdoor event. They're going to have, it's just like a fair. And so they're going to have music there as well. So this is their first year doing it, so go check that out. I think it's going to be super exciting. And we're going to play a little bit of Margot Price here after a little bit. Then next week you got Bourbon and Beyond, which I'm sad that I'm not going to this year, but it's expensive. And
is that the one where they separated you poor and rich?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
last year.
Yeah,
Pearl Jam played there, right?
Pearl Jam was there. Yeah, Kings of Leon was there as well. We saw a bunch of good people. But Brandy Carlisle was there, which she makes her return for this year too. And then Alanis Morissette was the other one.
Okay.
That one was a great show.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's the poor people barrier is what I called it. And so it was like if you weren't VIP, you couldn't get that close to the stage because they didn't want your filthy non-moneyness close to them.
So Bourbon and Beyond, let's see who's going to be there this year.
Oh, it's a bunch.
Brandy Carlisle.
Yeah.
Billy Strings is going to be there.
Yeah.
Train is going to be there.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. That's Thursday. Friday's headliners, The
Meet
Killers.
Virginia. Right? Is that
Oh, yeah, Meet Virginia. Didn't they have Drops of Jupiter?
Drops of Jupiter.
The big one. The Killers, Duran Duran, and Hozier on Friday.
The Killers put on a great show.
Yeah.
Like, they're like Vegas-style show. Like, they're big production. Like, the dude comes out in, like, a big glittery suit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good, yeah. It's a
on
good time.
Saturday, September 16th, the Black Keys.
I love the Black Keys. That's the one I'm bummed about not seeing is the Black Keys.
Black
But
Keys?
I could just go, what is that, Saturday?
That's a Saturday. The Black Keys and the Black Crows. Don't get those two confused. The Black Keys and Black Crows.
Yeah, you can show up for both of them.
The Avid Bros are going to be there Saturday.
I'm not.
I've seen them in concert.
Yeah, they're all right.
Following a Braves game. Old Crow Medicine Show.
Which they're at Renfro Valley. Speaking of them, they're at Renfro Valley this weekend if you want to go check out Old Crow Medicine
They're
Show.
going to be hanging around the area for a couple of weeks then.
Yeah, so September 8th, you're going to see a bunch of Old Crow Medicine Show around here.
That's tonight.
Yeah, you can go see.
September 8th, okay.
You can go see Old Crow Medicine Show tonight at Renfro Valley, which I think, honestly, that would be a better show. I think it's a better bang for your buck.
At Renfro Valley?
At Renfro Valley, because you're going to get a lot more intimate, and it's just going to be that's like their space.
Yeah,
to play.
I hear you.
Right?
And then Sunday, September 17th, Bruno Mars, the big headliner.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be a good concert to go to. Blondie, Jean Baptiste, and Ryan. I don't know who Ryan Bingham is. I'm supposed
Ryan
to know
Bingham.
who Ryan
Yeah,
Bingham
he's
is. His name is in big, bold font. I've never heard the guy's name in my life.
He's kind of the same vein as like Tyler Childers and stuff like
Okay,
that. Yeah,
all right.
yeah. It's that same it's that good country music.
Where is Watch House? I need Watch House on here. I gotta go catch Watch House in concert. I've been listening to him.
You would have bought that ticket for Bourbon and Beyond. Just forgot about it.
That's Rebecca. That wasn't me. I don't forget about the tickets I purchase.
Or you forget that Watch House is playing and you're watching some other random band.
Oh, wait a minute. They're on stage. Oh, they already played? At the wrong stage?
What happened? Which that's kind of hard to do there at Bourbon and Beyond. I don't know if you've never been, but they do like side by side stages, and then there's also a barn that's like a separate event space, and so the barn is clearly like you have to want to go there, and it's a lot of fun. And then you have it's the smaller stage, and there's like square dancing in between sets as they're setting up for the other band, so it's kind of fabulous. And then you also have but the stages are side by side, and so it's like you can't miss a show.
Don't the music didn't that play over each other?
No, it's like they're set up one stage as the other one's playing.
Oh, okay.
And so as soon as this one's done, it gives it like 10 minutes, quick line check.
Wow.
Boom. And then you're going there, and then same thing.
That's like overload almost. Sensation overload. You don't even get a break, and then you go to another band.
Well, I mean,
my mind would be a jumbled, scrambled mess.
Yeah, but you get the experience of all the good bands, and like the one advantage that they do have at Bourbon Beyond is the fact that it's like if you find a good spot where you are, even though you're so far away, you can still see both stages, and then they have like your LED walls on each side of the stage, and they broadcast the event on all of them simultaneously. And so even if you're over, like for me, what I would do if the poor people barrier wasn't there is that I would get up nice and close for the Black Keys, but then I can enjoy the show before it because I'm watching it on the LED wall.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
So who are we playing for the Kentucky Music Preview?
Playing some Margot Price. She's an awesome lady from Nashville, Tennessee, and she is going to be at the Burrell County Fair. I've been listening to Margot time. Oh, that was me.
Sorry about
that. And I got to see her actually opening for John Prine at the Louisville Palace. So that was a good show back in the day. We're going to play her latest, and it's called Closer I Get. Now, it just pops right on, Joe, so I'm just fair warning.
All right. This is just released 2 weeks ago and already has nearly 1.5 thousand views.
Yeah. She's
pretty popular. She's popping off here. Margot Price, The Closer I Get, featuring Nio.
I think that's how you say it.
Nio, this is it right here.
Life costs a lot of money. So does dying. Giving up takes a lot of effort. But so does trying. You can sell yourself, your own soul, babe. If no one's buying, I get the feeling I'm further away. I get the feeling I'm further away. I get the feeling I'm further away. The closer I get, I try to live in the light of day, but I don't feel enlightened. I'm scared of what I'll have to do, but I'm not frightened. My heart lives in the same old cage, babe. These walls have tightened. I get the feeling I'm further away. I get the feeling I'm further away. I get the feeling I'm further away.
Margot Price and Closer I Get.
Yeah.
And she's going to be where?
She's going to be at the Burrell County Fair this weekend if you want to go check it out.
All right.
Now you got me. Burrell. It's at the Burrell in Lexington. They just call it the County Fair Show. It's like a little small festival.
I know people are going to show up at the fairgrounds next to across from Kroger. The new
be like, "Where's Margot Price?"
I want to go. I heard him on the radio. Where's Margot Price? They're going to be calling the fair board. Ryan Owen's going to be getting all kinds of calls.
Right, and then they'll call the radio station and blame.
And they'll blame us.
Yeah, no, they're going to blame you. Yeah. This is the Joe Show. You're in command here, Joe.
Yeah, but I don't.
No. Let's not.
I probably will get blamed. Whatever. All right, the Burrell County Fair. Not Boyle.
Burrell. In Lexington.
Margot Price.
Yeah. And that's Raylan Baxter's also a great show, but we've previewed Raylan Baxter plenty of times.
Okay.
So, then you also have the Black Mountain Jamboree. Don't forget about that. Go down there and check that out at the nude party, which is not a nude party. Don't show up like I did.
You show up wearing nothing, you leave wearing one thing, handcuffs. Only thing you got on.
Yeah, with the leopard ones. Yeah, leopard spotted ones.
All right, Dusty, appreciate you being on.
Sure you do.
Yeah, it's 8:31 in the morning. We got bottom hour news coming up, local news as well. In the 9 o'clock hour at 9:10, it's Walker's Trail Senior Living Center. A little trail talk for you. Andrea James will be in studio, we assume, this morning. If not Angie, it'll be somebody else from Walker's Trail. And they're on every Friday at 9:10. And at 9:35, it's a McClure and Bailey Friday. And we'll talk with, I believe, Patrick McClure is going to be running studio with us this morning at 9:35. Right now, it's 8:31. See you, Dusty.
See ya.
He was later pronounced dead. There are planned outages this morning in eastern Kentucky. Kentucky Power says they'll be in Hazard. Homes around the Hazard bypass will see an outage at around 8 a.m. for around 15 minutes. A similar outage will impact businesses and the high school in the same area. The outages are for safety reasons as the Hazard station gets upgraded. I'm Sean McCormick.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
The new home for A&L Accessories in Danville's at 491 South 4th Street next to Smart Loop, featuring gifts, purses, jewelry, watches, scarves, body care products, and official Simply Southern Products dealer. Open 11:30 Tuesday through Saturday. Stop in the new home for A&L Accessories in Danville, 493 South 4th.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
The Danville Independent School District has their survey up, and now you can let your voice be heard on what qualities you want to see in the next superintendent. The survey link is on the Danville Schools website and their Facebook page, and doesn't take long to complete, with only 5 questions on it. Your responses to the survey are anonymous. The deadline to submit the survey is Wednesday, September 20th. Tuesday is the big Heart of Kentucky United Way Day of Caring. What is the Day of Caring?
This has been going on long before I ever got here. They established this way back, and what an awesome day it is. We serve Boyle, Lincoln, Mercer, and Garrett counties, and we have projects in all 4 of those counties. We're helping nonprofits do things as simple as sitting down with seniors and maybe doing a craft or a project, all the way up to painting, repairing decks, repairing ramps, all kinds of things.
That's Heart of Kentucky United Way Executive Director Stephanie Blevins. The Day of Caring allows individuals to, as Blevins said, help out where needed in the 4-county area the Heart of Kentucky United Way serves. The day starts off Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning and ends around noon as all the groups gather at Millennium Park in Danville for a lunch, and there are still lots of spots available for you to help out. You can sign up online at hkuw.org and see all the different service projects that have slots open. There are more than 30 work projects scheduled for this year's Day of Caring. Harrodsburg has been ranked as one of the most charming small towns in the state. The website worldatlas.com ranked the top 12 most charming small towns in the state, with Harrodsburg making the cut. The blurb on Harrodsburg talks about how the city is the oldest permanent settlement west of the Allegheny Mountains, with a city that's steeped in history, with highlights of the old Fort Harrod State Park, old Mud Meeting House, and Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. You can see the entire list online at worldatlas.com. The city of Harrodsburg has entered into an agreement with a building developer to help improve city infrastructure. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that the Harrodsburg City Commission has come to an agreement with Kentucky Lodging and Development Company to move and upgrade an existing sewer line and then be reimbursed for that cost by the city. Kentucky Lodging and Development Company is the company that's currently building the Dollar General on East Lexington Street. And we gave you numbers from the Danville Police Department yesterday. Now we have Boyle Sheriff's Office numbers. In August, the Boyle County Sheriff's Office says they responded to 905 total calls, the largest number of those calls being traffic stops. I'm Joe Mathis.
Come on out this Saturday in Danville as we celebrate the grand unveiling of the Purple Peacock. It's Central Kentucky's newest, coolest, and most fashionable attire lease. With first-class treatment and an upscale experience, the Purple Peacock is your new desirable place for weddings, proms, homecomings, fun, food, fashion, and some free giveaways. This Saturday, the Purple Peacock in Danville on Main Street. Follow us on Facebook and join us for a celebration this Saturday in Danville from 10 to 4. The Purple Peacock, where dreams take flight.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. Join us for our annual Customer Appreciation Days extravaganza, Friday, September 8th and Saturday, September 9th. We will have 20% off store-wide, food, samples, and free gift basket giveaways. At the Danville Nutrition Center, we value our customers and want to celebrate you. We are located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care. See ya September 8th and 9th.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics over at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahay. Call for an appointment, 236-2299. That's 236-2299. That's Danville Auto Body Shop. You get sunshine. You get a high of 80 today. I know we're dealing with clouds right now. Should get sunshine later on this afternoon. Tomorrow, sunshine, 78. Sunday, partly cloudy and chance of rain showers, high of 78. Right now it's 8:37. It's 66 degrees in Danville, Friday, September the 8th. And Wedding Planning with Pim is coming your way right now.
Hi, I'm Timothy Stewart Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. No question about it. During the bridal procession, all eyes will be on you. Because the bridal procession is the expression of moving from your singleness to your union, you'll want to consider what it is you would like to convey through this part of your wedding ceremony. And just as the processional process carries rich symbolism and leads us step by step into the wedding ceremony, so the recession also conveys deep meaning. The spirit of the recession is one of joy. The bride and groom are together at last. They've bonded and sealed it with a kiss. They are ready to go, united into the world. In the recession, those who have served the bride and groom in helping them to get married, their parents, attendants, and the officiate all follow them out. Now the bride and groom lead the way. They represent the future. Traditionally, when the spoken service is completed, the musicians start playing joyful music. The bride and groom walk up the aisle. The flower girl and ring bearer, representing the next generation of the bride and groom, immediately follow. Then the maid of honor and each of the bridesmaids, accompanied by the best man and ushers, the bride's and groom's parents, and finally, the entire congregation. My love note for today: to fully appreciate any sacrament, learn the symbolisms and tradition behind it to make it a richer experience.
Get the one and done you want for your dog's monthly protection. New NexGard Plus, Afoxolaner, Moxidectin, and Pyrantel chewable tablets. NexGard Plus chews protect against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms, all with one delicious beef-flavored soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Diarrhea, vomiting, lethargy, and itching may be seen. Ask your vet about new NexGard Plus chews.
Happy 62nd birthday, Granddad.
Thanks, sweetheart.
I got you this.
A mug. Oh, thank you. What does it say? Beware. If you are 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of hospitalization from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
90s alt-rock sensation Toad the Wet Sprocket brings their All You Want tour to the Norton Center on Saturday, September 16th.
We spotted the ocean
with special guests, the Verve Pipe. Tickets on sale now at nortoncenter.com.
At Old Charlie's, that's where you find me. That southern flavor got me saying, hey, y'all. Ooh, the gooey caramel pie.
Free Pie Wednesdays are back at Old Charlie's. Old Charlie's. Oh, that's good.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Now available at Farmers National Bank, free checking and a free gift. Simply open a new Farmers National Bank personal or business checking account and receive a free gift. Minimum required deposit is only $50. We make the process fast and easy. Call 866-888-0220 or stop into one of our 12 convenient locations. Farmers National Bank, with locations in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Perryville, Stanford, Liberty, and Middleburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Christy Anderson from Anderson's Lifestyle Boutique in Danville on South 4th Street. We have a variety of unique gifts and accessories, women's apparel, and home decor. Plus, we offer interior design services. I have over 20 years of design experience and specializes in window treatments with a variety of fabrics to choose from. I can help with any project, big or small. Contact Anderson's Lifestyle Boutique to help with your next design project. In Danville on South 4th Street, your downtown friend.
Local high school football and Hometown Radio Network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titans. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Bowen, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Joe Mathis, voice of the Danville Football Admirals. Listen to every Admiral game on AM 1230 WHIR.
This is Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop, top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahay. Call for an appointment, 236-2299, 236-2299, Danville Auto Body Shop. Partly sunny, high of 80, low of 61. Partly sunny tomorrow, high of 78. On Sunday, you get partly sunny skies and a high Sunday of 78 as well on what's really the opening day of the NFL season. Isn't it the best time of the year, though? We had Thursday night football last night. Lions beat the Chiefs 21-20. And so now, from this point, really through like January, well, really through December, I guess, because that's when the high school football season ends in December. But you get football Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The only days of the week that really don't have football on them are Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Thursday through Sunday, it is football. You got the NFL Thursday night. You got high school football Friday night. You have college football Saturday. You have the NFL Sunday and NFL Monday as well. So what a great time to be a football fan, and also a great time to be a fan of fast food, because we have a lot of good fast food stories in Grub Gab, the world of food today, where you, my friends, can just eat it. We'll start off with T-Bell, where Taco Bell launches the new chicken enchilada burrito nationwide following a successful trial in the Charlotte, North Carolina area last year. Taco Bell's chicken enchilada burrito carries a suggested price of $2. It has grilled, marinated, all-white meat chopped chicken paired with seasoned rice, red sauce, reduced fat sour cream, and 3-cheese blend, and wrapped up in a warm flour tortilla. Additionally, partnering Taco Bell locations are also reintroducing, for a limited time only, the brand's really popular rolled chicken tacos. They feature seasoned shredded chicken smothered with sauce, then rolled in a white corn tortilla and fried until crispy. Each order of rolled chicken tacos includes a cup of spicy ranch sauce to dip it in. Mountain Dew readies for this year's Halloween festivities with the launch of its new Mountain Dew Voodoo mystery flavor. Just like in previous years, Mountain Dew will be taking the iconic citrus flavor of its classic Mountain Dew and merging them with the epic taste of a spooky Halloween treat. The Mountain Dew Voodoo mystery flavor, which will be available in both regular and zero varieties, features notes that might remind you of a very particular and beloved trick-or-treat candy, according to a hint dropped earlier by Mountain Dew. You'll be able to get that on September the 12th. And Arby's offers a true game meat burger with the launch of the new Big Game Burger, featuring a new blended patty made up of venison, elk, and beef, beginning on Tuesday of next week. More specifically, Arby's Big Game Burger features a patty consisting of 34% venison, 33% elk, and 33% ground beef, topped with crispy onions, pickles, Swiss cheese, and cherry steak sauce on a lightly toasted bun. $8.79 for this new elk and venison sandwich. Arby's is opening now a remote location, too, which you can only get to by hiking, to host a never-before-seen immersive experience dubbed Arby's Hike Through for one day on Tuesday. This will be going on in the Colorado Rockies, which is interesting. So, an Arby's Hike Through, you can get this new burger by hiking to this location or get it in stores as well. Mountain Dew with a new flavor as well. Taco Bell releasing some new menu items. Grub Gab, the world of food where you can just eat it. It's 8:47 in the morning. We've got sports coming your way right now with the Big Dad of Sports. We do have sports coming up, but we also have this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history coming up next.
Hi, this is Karen, and at ADA Heating and Air, we offer free estimates on replacements. We install American Standard heating and air conditioning equipment. Our employees do not work on commission, so you don't pay for unnecessary repairs. We offer the best pricing around. On average, we can save you 15%. We offer same or next day service. Financing is available on our website at adaheatingandair.com. Call ADA today for all your HVAC needs at 859-519-6382. ADA is on the way.
Hello, Central Kentucky. My name is Alan Martin, loan officer at Whitaker Bank. As a lifelong Danville native, I'm excited to be able to help neighbors like yourself find financial options to fit your family. If you'd like to see what we can do for you, give me a call today at 859-236-9822. That's 859-236-9822. Or even better, stop in and see me at 218 West Main here in downtown Danville. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Hometown Radio has 3 high school football games on the air for you tonight. Class 4A's number 1 team, Boyle County, entertains Scott County, the number 1 team in Class 5A, on Z105. Dam will host Mercer County for its homecoming on WHIR FM 103.9 and WHBN FM 99.5. Garrett County visits Somerset on the Golden Lion Stream. All of our games tonight kick off at 7:30 with pregame shows about a half hour earlier. Start your evening with Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show from 6 to 7 on WHIR and WHBN. All these games and shows stream at hometownlive.net. Other area action tonight finds Marion County at Washington County, Lincoln County at Bourbon County, Russell County at Casey County, Anderson County at Henry County, and Grant County at Rockcastle County. Kentucky entertains Eastern Kentucky tomorrow afternoon. Eyes will be on both quarterbacks. UK's Devin Leary and EKU's Parker McKinney are both on preseason watch lists for the nation's top quarterback. Our pregame shows begin at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Kickoff is set for 3 for Kentucky and Eastern Kentucky on Your Home for the Cats, Z105. Other action tomorrow finds Center College on the road at Maryville, while Western Kentucky hosts Houston Christian. Last night, Louisville rolled past Murray State 56-0. NASCAR is running at Kansas Motor Speedway this weekend on Hometown Radio. Airtime for Xfinity action tomorrow is at 2:30. Cup playoffs resume Sunday, airtime at 2, all on WHIR FM 103.9. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey, Joe, did you know Big Deals has got something new?
Where can I save money now, Radio Rick?
We've got the Anderson Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Buy a $50 gift certificate for a Big Deals price of just $35.
Sounds awesome. What do they have?
They offer jewelry, apparel, gifts, and home decor. They do embroidery and monogramming. Come and see their selection of comfortable jeans, heavy canvas bags, lamps, art, scratch-made soap scents, natural soy candles. Find the perfect curtains, blinds, and shutters for your home.
Sounds great. I know where I can get my wife a gift and save money. Please don't tell her.
Joe, you like to eat, don't you?
You bet.
Save money at the Big City Pizza Company in Danville. Another new way to save.
I'd love to have some of their 3-cheese mac and cheese pizza.
Well, get over to hometownlive.net and save on Big City Pizza with a $10 gift certificate for just $7.
I'm on it. Pizza night tonight at the Mathis house.
You, too, can save with more big deals at hometownlive.net. Lots of discounts like Bread of Life, Sweets by Cindy, O'Charlie's, Applebee's, the Old Bus Station, and A&L Accessories.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
The Hometown Radio Network sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. High school football on Friday night. A couple of area teams do battle as Mercer County is at Danville. The Mercer County broadcast at 99.5 FM WHBN. The Danville broadcast on 103.9 FM WHIR. Scott County's at Boyle County. 7:30 kickoff on that one on Z105 WRNZ FM. And Garrett County is at the Briar Patch taking on the Somerset Briar Jumpers. 7:30 kickoff on HometownLive.net and delayed on Z105. And all games stream live at HometownLive.net.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Thank you for that, Rebecca. Brought to you by Cattleman's Roadhouse. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at Cattleman's, where everyone in the family has certified something to tastify their taste buds. Cattleman's Roadhouse, where their burgers are all natural beef, certified, humanely raised, never any antibiotics. Check them out, Cattleman's Roadhouse. A great steak truly is just the beginning there. Sunshine, a high of 79, low of 61. Going to see some clouds and maybe even some sprinkles here and there today as well. But should be a good day really overall for us when you get into the evening hours if you're going to watch some high school football tonight. Tomorrow, you get partly sunny, high of 78. Sunday, chance of rain showers, thunderstorms, a high of 78. It's 8:53 in the morning. It's 67 degrees. It is kind of a misty, foggy morning. I'm trying to see out the magic window to see if I see some sprinkles. I don't think that I do. But it's just a misty, kind of foggy, cloudy morning. One of those mornings here. It looks like a fall morning. And it feels like fall now because we have football Thursdays through Sundays, like I said last segment. 238-9447. Phone number to call in this morning, 238-WHIR. Got a phone call in here. Good morning. You're on the Joe Show.
It's football Friday.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Yes, it is. Miles Bell has declared it, thus it shall be a football Friday. Week has gone by fast for me, Miles, because I wasn't here Monday and wasn't here Tuesday, so it's hard for me to believe it's already a football Friday, but I'm ready for it. Excited for it, Miles. It's a big sports weekend again for you. We talked about it last week with the Reds playing that 4-game series against the Cubs. And they did okay in that series, and now you got the Reds starting a series. Their last 20 games I saw, Miles. The last 20 games for your Reds are against 17 of the 20 games are against teams under 500. So if the Reds are going to make the playoffs, I mean, this has got to be it, right? The start of a run of what could be a couple of good seasons. Got to start now. They're playing weak competition. They're a half a game back, I think, in the wild card, Miles. It starts tonight, right? It starts tonight for your Reds.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't seem as excited about. I mean, they're playing the Cardinals.
Okay, I didn't know if you were finished or not.
No, I'm finished. Yes. Yeah. Are you excited for it, Miles?
Yeah.
So, where are the Reds now in the wild card? How many games back? I think they're a half a game back or 1 game back.
Yeah.
Now, I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. The Reds are a half a game back. They're 73-69. The Marlins are also a half a game back, 72-68. So the Reds have played 2 more games than the Marlins have. They have 1 more win and 1 more loss. Half a game back. It'll all even out. You know, everybody plays 162 games. So 3 games set against the Cardinals starts tonight. The Cardinals are 61-79. They actually just won 2 of 3 in Atlanta, but the Braves beat them yesterday in the last game of the series, Miles. So hopefully the Cardinals can come in. They're feeling sluggish. The Braves just beat them around a little bit, and the Reds can take game 1 tonight while your Boyle County Rebels are playing Scott County. You got a lot to pay attention to tonight, Miles.
Yeah.
Boyle County Rebel football. What do you got in tonight's score, Miles? What do you think? This is the number 1 ranked team in Class 5A, the Scott County Cardinals. They're 3-0. In 2 of the first 3 games, they've scored 50-plus points. Can they do it tonight against the Rebels? What do you think, Miles?
Yeah, I know. No, they don't always get I'll say they get to 49.
Okay, so you think Scott County's going to score 49 on Boyle tonight?
Yeah, but we're going to score more than that.
No, well, that's okay. That's going to be a very high-scoring game. So what do you got Boyle County scoring then?
We're going to win 56-49.
56-49. You got Scott County scoring 7 touchdowns on the Rebels tonight. I don't know if I think the Rebels are going to win. I don't know if Scott County is going to score that much on Boyle County. But you had Boyle County scoring 56 last week too, and they did right on the nose, Miles. So maybe you know more than I do about this thing.
Yeah.
How long did you listen to the game last week, Miles? Did you hang with it the entire time? It was a quick game.
Yeah.
Yeah, very quick game. So, Boyle County, Scott County tonight. We'll have the game 7:30 kickoff on Z105 with the Big Daddy Steve Bertram, and then of course Danville later on tonight as well. They're playing 7:30 against Mercer County, the Titans and the Admirals. Who do you think's going to win that game? One team's 3-0, one team's 0-3, Miles. So
Mercer County.
Yeah, you got Mercer County. You said that with a little bit of disgust in your voice, like I can't believe I've got to pick the Titans.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I did.
Yeah. Have you met the new Danville coach yet, Miles?
No, I haven't.
Okay, we'll have to get you over there and meet him then. Have to get you to meet Coach Park. He's a nice guy, and I'm sure he'll be happy to meet you. So we'll see. I'll talk to him next week about that when I talk to him and say, you got to meet Miles Bell. We'll see if we can set a meeting up for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, good stuff. Miles, appreciate you calling in, buddy. You have a good, fun, and a safe Friday. We'll talk to you again next week, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good luck to your Rebels and good luck to your Reds tonight, all right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, bye, Miles.
Bye-bye.
There you go. Miles Bell calling in, giving us an update. He has declared it Friday. He does it every single Friday. It's 8:58 in the morning. Let's see, very quickly, let's see what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. We only have like 90 seconds, so we got to get on this train quick. It was on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1945. Ron McKernan was born. Ron McKernan was an organ player from this group right here, born on this date, 1945.
If my words did glow with the gold of sun.
This group, of course, is the Grateful Dead. He was actually part of the group for a 7-year period from 1965 to 1972, and he was like the only one in the band when he was with the Grateful Dead that didn't use psychedelic drugs. He preferred to instead just drink alcohol. He wasn't a big drug user. By 1971, though, the alcohol had affected his liver. Doctors advised him, you got to stop touring, man. He died in March of 1973 from cirrhosis of the liver at the age of 27. Ron McKernan, born on this date, 1945. All right, and quickly, it was on this date, 1979. Alicia Moore was born. We don't know her as Alicia Moore. We know her as this artist, Pink, born on this date, 1979. How old does that make Pink? I did the math in my head here. She is 44 years old for Pink. All right, 9 o'clock in the morning, top hour news. Trail Talk is coming right after this.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. A Fulton County, Georgia special grand jury report pertaining to former President Donald Trump's election interference case is set to be released today. It's a result of an investigation into alleged efforts by Trump, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, and others to overturn the state's 2020 election results. Hurricane Lee is now a Category 5 storm. NBC meteorologist Angie Lastman.
So this is a very powerful and potentially impactful Category 5 hurricane. Right now, the good news is it's going to maintain its strength, but it doesn't look to directly impact any land masses. Of course, we could see some indirect impacts when it comes to parts of the Leeward Islands, the Caribbean, and even the United States could see some elevated surf.
More than 100 Turkish rescuers are beginning the effort to free an American scientist who's trapped in a cave more than 3,000 feet down. 40-year-old Mark Dickey said in a video dated Wednesday that he's recovering, but it will be a big task getting out.
As you can see, I'm up, I'm alert, I'm talking, but I'm not healed on the inside yet, so I'm going to need a lot of help to get out of here.
The head of Turkey's Disaster and Emergency Management Authority talked to reporters on Thursday. He said doctors believe Dickey can be brought out slowly today or Saturday. Dickey was mapping the cave in southern Turkey when he suffered gastrointestinal bleeding last Saturday and wasn't able to resurface on his own. The new head of the CDC says COVID-19 is here to stay. Trey Thomas reports.
Dr. Mandy Cohen spoke at a luncheon in Atlanta Wednesday. Cohen recommended masking, social distancing, and other measures to keep the virus at bay. She also said a new booster for COVID will be available as soon as next week.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
From local town councils to Capitol Hill, agents who are realtors are standing up for what's right. We're here protecting property rights. Here advocating for the issues that affect our neighborhoods. Here championing fair and equitable housing for all. Because we are realtors, bound by a code of ethics, driven to serve our communities. We're here for it all. Here for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2023 Bank of America, N.A.
In Chicago, Mayor Brandon Johnson is expected to brief city council members about his plan to shelter migrants in the city. More from Perry Williams.
The mayor revealed part of his initiative yesterday during an exclusive interview with ABC 7 Chicago.
We're moving with expediency because the weather is going to be shifting very soon. And so before inclement weather sets in, we fully expect to have these base camps established.
The proposal calls for the relocation of asylum seekers from police stations to base camps consisting of giant tents. The mayor added that he's working on buying or repurposing several facilities before the end of the year to address the ongoing need to shelter new arrivals. There's no word yet where the tents would be located.
Today marks 1 year since the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, and King Charles is reflecting.
In marking the first anniversary of Her late Majesty's death and my accession, we recall with great affection her long life, devoted service, and all she meant to so many of us.
The world's longest reigning monarch died at the age of 96, with her family by her side at her castle in the Scottish Highlands. In marking the first anniversary of her death, the British royal family posted a message on social media saying they were all recalling with great affection her long life, devoted service, and all she meant to so many of us. At the office, casual clothes aren't just for Fridays anymore. Rory O'Neill with more.
These days, 41% of people work in business casual clothing every day of the week, not just Fridays. A new Gallup survey finds about a third are in even more casual street clothes. Roughly a third of men wear uniforms to work compared to just 14% of women. The survey finds life at the office is less buttoned down, with just 3% of men or women saying they regularly dress up in suits.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Your morning espresso starts right here. It's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Well, watching Kamala Harris say, oh, yes, I'm ready to take over as president. I'm like, oh, no, you're not. You really overestimate your capabilities. You are not ready for that job. But my favorite part of that interview was when she said, oh, no, I've been there. Joe, first of all, let me say our president has an extraordinary leader. What an extraordinary leader he is. And who has accomplished things the previous presidents hoped and dreamed and promised that they would do and did not achieve, she said to the AP. I see him every day, she continued. Well, I see how his ability to understand issues and weave through complex issues in a way that no one else can. She's lying.
The Sean Hannity Show, from coast to coast, later today.
Time to have a serious talk about your safety, your family's safety. Now, you heard about the Burner, BYRNA, less lethal launcher. It's legal in all 50 states. No permit, no background check needed. I've got a stash myself. This is not just any self-defense tool. The Burner launcher stops attackers in their tracks without the legal complexities of lethal force. Now, as a pro-Second Amendment advocate, well, the Burner platform is a vital part of my personal security strategy. Alongside my firearms, I have several Burner launchers, and when danger arises, Burner launcher steps up. And remember this, taking a life has far-reaching consequences, and the Burner launcher, well, it gives us a way to diffuse situations, to choose restraint before having to escalate to the lethal option. Just go to their website, Burner, BYRNA.com/Hannity. You'll get 10% off. burner.com/Hannity.
Back is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
Good morning to you. It is Football Friday, September the 8th. That's 090823 on your calendar, and day where we get cloudy skies right now. Should see some sunshine later on this afternoon. It's going to be a great Football Friday. Forecast is coming your way. News coming your way. Trail Talk is coming your way as well with Andrea and Ethan right after this.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
The Danville Independent School District has their survey up, and now you can let your voice be heard on what qualities you want to see in the next superintendent. The survey link is on the Danville School's website and their Facebook page, and doesn't take long to complete, with only 5 questions on it. Your responses to the survey are anonymous. The deadline to submit the survey is Wednesday, September 20th. Tuesday is the big Heart of Kentucky United Way Day of Caring. What is the Day of Caring?
This has been going on long before I ever got here. They established this way back, and what an awesome day it is. We serve Boyle, Lincoln, Mercer, and Garrett counties, and we have projects in all 4 of those counties. We're helping nonprofits do things as simple as sitting down with seniors and maybe doing a craft or a project, all the way up to painting, repairing decks, repairing ramps, all kinds of things.
That's Heart of Kentucky United Way Executive Director Stephanie Blevins. The Day of Caring allows individuals to, as Blevins said, help out where needed in the 4-county area the Heart of Kentucky United Way serves. The day starts off Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning and ends around noon as all the groups gather at Millennium Park in Danville for a lunch, and there are still lots of spots available for you to help out. You can sign up online at hkuw.org and see all the different service projects that have slots open. There are more than 30 work projects scheduled for this year's Day of Caring. Harrodsburg has been ranked as one of the most charming small towns in the state. The website worldatlas.com ranked the top 12 most charming small towns in the state, with Harrodsburg making the cut. The blurb on Harrodsburg talks about how the city is the oldest permanent settlement west of the Allegheny Mountains, with a city that's steeped in history, with highlights of the old Fort Harrod State Park, old Mud Meeting House, and Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. You can see the entire list online at worldatlas.com. The city of Harrodsburg has entered into an agreement with a building developer to help improve city infrastructure. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that the Harrodsburg City Commission has come to an agreement with Kentucky Lodging and Development Company to move and upgrade an existing sewer line and then be reimbursed for that cost by the city. Kentucky Lodging and Development Company is the company that's currently building the Dollar General on East Lexington Street. And we gave you numbers from the Danville Police Department yesterday. Now we have Boyle Sheriff's Office numbers. In August, the Boyle County Sheriff's Office says they responded to 905 total calls, the largest number of those calls being traffic stops. I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Brought to you by Cattleman's Roadhouse. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at Cattleman's, where everyone in the family is certified something to tastify their taste buds, like their steak. Aged 28 days, hand-cut, and second to none in tenderness and in flavor. Cattleman's Roadhouse. You get sunshine, a high of 80, a low of 61. Sunshine tomorrow, 78. And on Sunday, partly sunny and a high of 78. Right now, it's 9:11 in the morning. It's 67 degrees here in Danville, Friday, September the 8th. And we welcome on to the show Andrea James and Ethan James from Walker's Trail Senior Living on a Trail Talk Friday. And let's make this segment official here as we get Jim Parman in here to give us a quick message.
The following is a paid program.
Yes, it is. Thank you for that, Jim. Andrea, Ethan, appreciate you all being on. How are you all doing today?
Good morning. Thank you for having us. We're excited to be here this morning.
Yes.
I have a special guest with me. He happens to be my son, but he also works with us on the trail.
Uh-oh. We got some family work in there at the trail, huh?
We do.
All right.
I have to keep my eye on him sometime. You know how that goes.
Yeah, so Ethan is your son. Ethan's in studio. Ethan, how old are you? Tell us about yourself. Give us the Ethan James biography.
Hey, I'm 21. I went to Boyle County through and through. I know there's some Danville people out there, but Boyle County through and through. I played soccer, and now I work at the trail, and I love it so much.
There you go. So what do you do at the trail?
I work in the dietary area, so I'm working in the kitchen, helping serve all of our great residents and making sure their food experiences are great.
Well, good. And that's the one thing that we always hear over and over about Walker's Trail. You know, you do great, obviously great fun, great activities, but the food.
Right.
And you got Ethan serving the food up, huh?
We do.
Does he get to eat it? Does he get to, like, test it, Ethan? Do you get to?
Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, you know, I mean, someone's got to try it out, right? Like a recipe coming out here, we got to make sure it tastes good before you serve it to the residents.
Completely. I completely agree. We make sure we have the highest quality food that we can have for them, and they usually love it, and we have a good time in there. So.
Yeah. Tonight, big night, though. Really big night, Andrea.
Night. We've been talking about this, I think, for about a month, and tonight is casino night.
Okay.
So when I tell you that we have been prepping for this, that is an understatement. Sorry about that. So we are getting ready with our blackjack, our roulette. We have real slot machines with all the sounds and the change and everything. We have cocktails, and we have a special music guest. We have Kevin Williams.
Yeah.
I believe he's a local artist here who comes out and performs at some of our local restaurants and venues. So we're super excited to have him out. We have invited all our families out, so we anticipate a full house tonight. I'm going to be dealing cards tonight.
All right.
Well, and I don't know that I'm so good at this, but I'm going to be the queen of Texas Hold'em tonight.
Okay.
Our staff is going to be dressed as if we're working in the casino. We have tons of decor. When you walk in, we want you to feel like you are in the casino.
Okay, Texas Hold'em. I used to play that back in the day. Is that the one where you try to get like a royal flush or a straight? No, okay, yeah.
Right, we want the royal flush. I hear the royal flush
Royal
is
flush
the best.
is the best. That's where you get a king. You get like 3 kings, or you get all 4 kings or something out of the same suit.
King, queen, jack, ace.
And a 10
and
or
a
something
10,
of
all
the
in the
same
same
suit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
like,
hear
you can't beat that hand.
Right, I hear that is like a once-in-a-lifetime thing that you don't get those often. So hopefully I'll deal one of those tonight.
Yeah.
And next week we can talk about the royal flush
All
on
right.
the trail.
Have you been working on your shuffling?
Well, I have an automatic shuffler.
Okay.
So don't tell anybody, because I did try to. I know
Robots
you guys
taking our jobs
I
again.
know, they're even
Come
taking my
on.
job. I tried to shuffle them the other day, and when I did, they like flew all over the room. So you don't
maybe
want
it's
that.
better to leave
What is
it.
that called? 52 card pickup.
Yes,
yeah,
that's exactly, yeah.
We played that when I was little,
Exactly what
and
it
that
is.
was some fun. But our residents are very, very excited about that, and I know we have some potential residents who are thinking about joining us to live on the trail. So if you are thinking about coming to the trail and you haven't taken your tour, tonight would be a great night to come by. We're going to have great appetizers. You can come by and have dinner with us. So just come out, enjoy us, and see what we're all about.
Awesome. What time does casino night start for those people who want to come out and check it out?
It is 6 to 8 tonight.
6 to 8 tonight.
6 to 8.
So what's on the menu then, Ethan? She said you got great food and great appetizers. You have any idea what's on the menu?
I don't know what they have for dinner tonight, but I know we have a bunch of finger foods and stuff like that with the cocktails, so it should be great.
What kind of cocktails are they serving?
Usually vodka cokes. I know they are vodkas, tonics. I can't speak. Beers, wines, all that good stuff.
It's interesting, you know, we talked about casino night over the last couple of weeks. We've been promoting this and talking about it even beforehand when you came in this segment. You had mentioned, Andrea, like the residents, you know, if they want alcohol, they can get their. I mean, this is their house, right, where they live.
Their house. We have a resident who is 103.
Wow.
And every Friday she has a vodka and tonic.
103.
And she will tell you that is her success.
It's the key to life.
That is the key to
How
life.
do you live so long? Vodka and tonic every Friday.
Vodka and tonic. And she's very active. She participates. She goes out on our activities. I mean, her quality of life is amazing on the trail.
Yeah. Well, so how many casino games do y'all have going on tonight?
Well,
you
I
said
don't
slot
know.
machines, Texas Hold'em.
The roulette. Blackjack.
Okay.
Help me out, guys. I'm
The
trying
slot
to,
machines.
Yeah, the slot machines. I know that's going to be a
What
big,
about Did you say blackjack?
I think I did. I think I'm not for sure, but we do have blackjack.
Okay.
I can't remember all the names that Latanya was telling me that she has of the games scheduled, but there's I think about everything you would see, and I think we even have to wear bow ties tonight. So you might want to come out just for the.
Gosh.
We have visors, like you would see maybe a dealer wearing at the casino, and bow ties. So. We should have fun.
Where do you get slot machines to rent? There's a company that rents slot machines?
I can't share that secret because we searched long and hard for this.
All right.
And it's been in my office for a while.
Okay.
And I do have to tell you that I do like the sounds of all the ching and the chang that they make, and sometimes I do turn it on just to listen to that.
Okay.
You just hear it coming from her office. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I had to make sure it was right.
Angie's in there tossing some quarters down to the slot machine.
It's a good thing it's Friday and payday, right? I've lost all my money to the slot machine.
Well, I'm looking on your Facebook page, and it looks like the residents have had a big hand in this as well, making table decorations, and they're excited about it too, aren't they?
And that's one thing at the trail, our residents... They take pride in the activities that we do, and we have committees within our community that decorate. So this is a big night for them. Their families are coming out, their children, their grandchildren. Even though it's a casino night, it is kid friendly. We don't want anyone to think that they can't bring along the littles.
Yeah.
So if the adults are having a cocktail, we'll make sure the kiddos are having their ice cream or whatever that looks like. But they take pride in our activities because it is their home. And tonight, when the families come in, they are showcasing their home.
Mm-hmm. You all had a bingo last week, is that right?
Always. Mega bingo.
What's the difference between bingo and mega bingo?
The prizes, Joe. The prizes. We have to. I mean, you have to have some serious prizes.
If it's mega.
It's mega, and we are actually. That is our residents choose the things that we're going to do.
Okay.
And so we are actually going to increase the meganess. Is that a word? Can we make meganess a word?
So you're going to have regular bingo, mega bingo, and super duper mega bingo.
Super duper mega bingo coming up the first of the year. So that means better prizes and probably longer amount played.
Okay.
And don't come in and make a mistake when you're playing bingo. My first day at the trail, I came in, called bingo, and messed the whole thing up.
So like it wasn't a bingo?
It wasn't a bingo.
You thought you had it?
I thought a resident had it, and I made a mistake. And if you've ever played bingo, there's things called a postage stamp, or you do four corners.
Four corners. Mm-hmm.
I got those confused. Well,
what is a postage stamp? Is that like...
I believe it is
four in a row, like squares,
the
like a little
square up in the corner. And for you that are listening, I am doing this in the air.
I am too. I don't know why this is radio.
I know it's radio. I talk with my hands. If you took my hands off, I would be bad.
Yeah.
So I believe it's the corner, like if you were putting a postage stamp on an envelope up in the corner.
Okay.
And then four corners are just the four corners. And I messed those up.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I was told that I was no longer able to call bingo. Broke my heart.
They almost fired her.
It was
bad.
First day on the job here, folks.
They're cutthroat.
This is bingo here.
It's bad.
And Andrea walked in and no, you can't do this anymore.
I was banned from bingo.
So can you work your way back?
I don't think so, Joe. I don't think so. It's bad.
Once you're on the blacklist, and you are done.
I am done with bingo, so maybe we can get Ethan to call bingo.
I don't know if he just sounds
I'm not
horrifying.
risking my career, man. I'm not doing it.
I am horrified right now to call bingo. Please don't make me, Mom. You've got to make sure that your residents are satisfied and happy and the best, living their best life that they can there at Walker's Trail. And again, it's not surviving, it's thriving at Walker's Trail. They've got a phenomenal lifestyle. They live there at Walker's Trail. You'll have a customer satisfaction survey up too. Tell us about that.
We do that annually, and we're working on that now. Last year we received all 5 stars, and
so this is from the residents.
This is from the residents and the family. That is very important to us. We don't want you to come, like you said. This is not just living. We want you to have the best quality of life. We want your family to be happy. And if there's something that we need to change, we are immediately on that. We don't wait for a meeting to do that. If there's something that needs to be changed on the trail to better the lives of our residents, that is immediate. So we are actually finishing up our survey, I believe, tonight as our family comes out. And when you walk in our building, you will see all the awards that we won, and we have big balloons up that say "Give us a high five" and things like that. So it's really important to us that our families and residents are happy.
Walker's Trail Senior Living. They are here in Danville. They're on Dave Co. Drive, down from Stuart Powell Ford, down from where that brand new 5-star gas station is going as well. Here in Danville, 236-5383. Is the phone number, 859-236-5383. And again, if you are looking at a place, maybe you are in your senior years. Is that the best way to put it? I'm trying to be as politically correct as possible. And you would like to make that next step and try out Walker's Trail, see what they're about, or maybe your mom or dad or grandma and grandpa has been talking about that next step. Tonight would be the night to at least check out Walker's Trail, see what they're about. This is a big event tonight.
Huge event.
Do they need to RSVP if they're a guest coming in? Or
if you're in the community and want to come in, just give me a call today so we make sure that we have enough, like Ethan said, our great appetizers are coming out. Just give me a call on the campus and let anyone know who answers the phone. Hey, I'd like to come out and visit that tonight.
Yeah.
And we will make sure that you are welcomed and maybe even let you win a game or two. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
not bingo though.
Not bingo.
No. Well, you have to earn it in bingo. We don't let you win bingo. You earn it.
There is no let you in bingo.
This is hard work and determination here to win bingo. Walker's Trail Senior Living, 859-236-5383. Ethan and Andrea are in studio with us. We'll step aside, come back, and finish up the conversation with Walker's Trail right here on The Joe Show right after this.
Hey, Joe, did you know Big Deals has got something new?
Where can I save money now, Radio Rick?
We've got the Anderson Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Buy a $50 gift certificate for a Big Deals price of just $35.
Sounds awesome. What do they have?
They offer jewelry, apparel, gifts, and home decor. They do embroidery and monogramming. Come and see their selection of comfortable jeans, heavy canvas bags, lamps, art, scratch-made soap scents, natural soy candles. Find the perfect curtains, blinds, and shutters for your home.
Sounds great. I know where I can get my wife a gift and save money. Please don't tell her.
Joe, you like to eat, don't you?
You bet.
Save money at the Big City Pizza Company in Danville. Another new way to save.
I'd love to have some of their 3-cheese mac and cheese pizza.
Well, get over to hometownlive.net and save on Big City Pizza with a $10 gift certificate for just $7.
I'm on it. Pizza night tonight at the Mathis house.
You, too, can save with more big deals at hometownlive.net. Lots of discounts like Bread of Life, Sweets by Cindy, O'Charlie's, Applebee's, the Old Bus Station, and A&L Accessories.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
Come join us on September the 9th for our annual Chloe's Petals for Hope event. It will be at Anderson Dean Park from 11 to 2 p.m. We will have speakers, vendors, booths, informational booths, karaoke contest, pet contest, and other fun and games. And so we try to make this day a fun day along with serious topics. We hope that you come out and join us on September the 9th from 11 to 2 at Anderson Dean Park. For help, call 988.
The Parthenon Greek American Eats.
Hi, this is Jimmy letting you know about some of our seafood options, including grilled salmon, grilled tilapia, grilled shrimp, or you can do a combo with grilled tilapia and shrimp, fried jumbo shrimp, hand-battered cod, our delicious hand-battered cod sandwich with fresh French fries. As always, we only use fresh ingredients made to order. That's at the Parthenon Greek American Eats in Danville in the Greenleaf Shopping Center.
Dine in or take out fresh from our family.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
9:25 in the morning, 67 degrees. Football Friday, Boyle County and Scott County, Danville and Mercer County tonight. And we'll have those games in the Hometown Radio Network. The other one, Garrett County, is down at Somerset playing tonight. That's a game we'll have on hometownlive.net. And we have got Walker's Trail Senior Living. It's a Trail Talk Friday. Andrea and Ethan are in studio from Walker's Trail. And when you start talking football, you start talking about the fall season. I mean, you can't have fall without football. I told Rebecca yesterday, first football game of the year, Rebecca, I need some sort of pumpkin spice candle. I just need to be able to smell pumpkin. I need some coffee brewing. I'm going to have football on. We got to have this. I know it's 80 degrees, but we got to have it feeling like fall. And you all are planning a big fall festival coming up in the next couple of months.
Absolutely. We are planning a huge fall festival, and we are looking for vendors.
Okay.
We are calling this the Fall in Love with Walker's Trail.
Okay.
So we're super excited about
good.
that. I do love the this time of year, pumpkin spice, pumpkin bread.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big pumpkin latte person that everybody's been waiting for, but I can eat my weight in pumpkin bread. So we'll be coming out in the community and dropping off pumpkin bread to just anyone that may want us to come by and visit, wants more information. So if you would like me to come visit you, give me a call. If you're at home and would like me to come visit, we do home assessment. Would love to come out. But like Joe mentioned, it is fall. It is that time of year, so we want to do a big holiday bazaar, and we want to have you come and fall in love with us.
Yes. So for businesses, vendors that want to set up for the fall festival you are planning,
Yes.
what kind of vendors are you looking for?
We're looking for jewelry, makeup, anyone who makes any types of arts and crafts, any type of local honeys or foods, maybe soaps, things like that. Candles,
Okay.
absolutely, because the fall candles are a big thing this time of year. We're looking for some food trucks, and we also need some entertainment. And I believe Joe may be coming out with his crew to be live on site with us. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, excited. Going to have a live broadcast potentially that day as well. So look forward to that. That date has not been announced yet. Still kind of narrowing down the perfect Saturday for what a fall festival could look like.
We hope that it is just a little chilly that day.
Gotta be hoodie weather,
It's
right?
Gotta be hoodie weather. So we want no rain, sunny with about, 60 degrees?
60 degrees. Got the gourds and the hay bales and the pumpkins sitting around. The leaves are on the ground, and UK football is playing that night or something like that. I mean, we already picked the perfect day already.
We have picked
I wish the calendar would cooperate with us, because we sure have picked a good day.
Could we do that also for our Christmas cookies that we're going to do?
We can do that too. When's that coming up?
That'll be in December, and I would like a little bit. I want it cold, but I don't want any snow, because it might keep people from coming
Deter
out.
people, yeah.
But that evening, I would like a nice snowfall.
Okay. Christmas cookies in December.
Yes.
Fall festival coming up at some point over the next couple of months. And again, we talk with Andrea and the team at Walker's Trail every Friday. So as soon as those dates are posted, we'll be promoting this like we have been promoting Casino Night every single Friday.
One other big event we're going to have
go
in November is we're going to have come by, take a tour, and leave with a homemade pumpkin pie.
Ooh.
Oh, I know, right? So you just come in and take a tour, and you're going to leave with a pumpkin pie that our dietary staff has put together for you, and we're going to send you out the door with that. I know. You're going to stop by, aren't you, Joe?
I'm here for the pie.
Joe's in.
Joe's in.
I can't wait to take a tour.
Ethan, are you going to make the pie?
I'll make it unless I eat it all.
Yes, I'm going to say, how many pies are you preparing to bake?
I think we're looking at about 50 is our goal.
Okay.
So 49, because Ethan did take. He's already claimed one of those.
It's already gone.
Yeah, 49 dessert. We got 49 pies total. Or
Well,
50
48 now, because Joe's taking one.
Okay. Well, now we keep on whittling these down here. So that's going to be at what point?
We're going to do
October?
that. We're going to do that the 1st of. I started to say January. We are not in January, of November.
1st of November. So is there you got a cute name for that? You come up with good names.
I don't. Maybe you guys could call in and give me a name for that. When pie pickup just doesn't sound good. So I'm struggling with this, guys. I need a good name for
All right,
this.
so we'll think about that over the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
Come up with a good name for that. A lot to look forward to at Walker's Trail Senior Living. But again, tonight is one of the biggest nights of the year. It is casino night, and the residents are going to be out and about. They're going to be checking out all the different games at casino night. It's going to be great appetizers, great hors d'oeuvres, things like that. The staff is ready to go. The kitchen staff is ready to go. Ethan's ready to go. Andrea's got her automatic card shuffler. She's ready to rock. And now it's the residents' time to show up later on tonight. And again, if you are looking at Walker's Trail and you want to see if this is the place that you would like to spend your time at Walker's Trail, we know it's going to be a great fit for you, but you want to come in and check it out and tour, and we understand you'd want to do that. Tonight would be a great night to stop by and see the great fun they have at Walker's Trail on a daily basis.
Absolutely. We'd love to have you tonight. And let me throw this out.
Yeah.
So we want this name. We're going to do a game. So if you call me this week and give me a name for our pie drop-off, I'll get you a swag bag of all the good stuff from Walker's Trail.
There you go. So what's going to be in the swag bag?
We have coffee cups. We have folders. We have lots of candy. We have water bottles.
The things you drink out of.
The things you drink out of.
I've heard of those before.
Thank you, Ethan.
I mean, I've heard of those before.
He always takes care of me.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure that you're the first person to get one of those pies.
There you go. So come up with a good name for the pumpkin pie pickup event that's coming up in November, where if you take a tour, you get a free pumpkin pie. The best name wins a swag bag and wins one of the pies, too. So now we're down to 47 pies.
Now we're
running out of pies.
Quickly run out of pies. Andrea, Ethan, appreciate you all being
Thank
on.
you,
Again,
John.
Walker's Trail Senior Living, Dave Co Drive here in Danville, 236-53 83. We'll talk to y'all again next Friday.
See you next Friday.
It's 9:32 in the morning. It's a McClure Bailey Friday as well. So either Patrick, I already have a name. Someone just texted me. Pumpkin Pie Parade. Does that mean you're parading through Walker's Trail and you're giving away pumpkin pies? Pumpkin Pie Parade. That comes from Ben Garant. You know Ben?
Yes, I do know Ben.
Yeah, so Ben says Pumpkin Pie Parade.
Absolutely.
That's his. So we already have one submission. Thank you for that, Ben. Way to go. 9:32 in the morning, and it's a McClure Bailey Friday. They're coming up next.
Hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
All right, friends, help me out. I'm looking for this new place in Nicholasville. They have REC 90 ethanol-free gas. Plus, I love bringing home their Broasters fried chicken. It's a family treat. What's the name of this new cool place? Dang, it's on Highway 27, beside a hotel, across from a car lot. They just opened. It used to be a Shell. Well, they have one in Danville, too. And they're providing all the same great food for lunch. Plus, they got all your snacks and knickknacks. Soda pops and beers, too. What is the name of this new place? Please, somebody help me.
It's Papa's Quick Stop, the new Amco station. I just left there.
That's right, Papa's Quick Stop, the new Amco station. Hey, Papa, can we stop at the Quick Stop? Now in Nicholasville.
Hi, this is Christy Anderson from Anderson's Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Stop in and discover what we have to offer, such as unique gifts and accessories, women's apparel, home decor, and interior design services, all in one location. We're open Tuesday through Saturday at 10:30. Plenty of parking in the back, so hurry in and discover Anderson's Lifestyle Boutique on South 4th Street in Danville, your downtown friend.
This Saturday, Coach Stoops and the Cats battle an in-state opponent from just down the road. Let's go! EKU Colonels and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame show starts this Saturday at 1 o'clock with kickoff at 3.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM Z105.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. Join us for our annual Customer Appreciation Days extravaganza, Friday, September 8th and Saturday, September 9th. We will have 20% off store-wide, food, samples, and free gift basket giveaways. At the Danville Nutrition Center, we value our customers and want to celebrate you. We are located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care. See ya September 8th and 9th.
Hi, this is Caraway and Adeline at Mattresses and More next door to Ace Hardware in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, come check us out. New merchandise arriving weekly and we sell off the floor. We offer layaway and 12-month famous cash with approved credit. Come see our Nana for the best deal in town. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks, girls. Aren't they so sweet? Yes, more than a mattress store. That's living room suits, dining room suits, or just a single recliner. Mattresses and More, Houstonville Road, Danville.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Be a better recycler. Learn what you can take to the Boyle County Convenience Centers and Recycling Center. Download the new free app, Boyle County Recycling, for Apple and Android phones. The app features the Waste Wizard, where you can search any item and what to do with it. Also play the sorting game. Download the app and be a better recycler for Boyle County.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
I'm so happy, headed to Pappy's for some down-home eating. Pie feasting, ice cream treating, and I haven't even got to lunch yet. It feels like Mama's kitchen.
It's Pappy's.
In Perryville.
No, Perryville.
Well, excuse me. Check out their take and bake section. Such a delight. Worth the ride to Perryville.
Nope, terrible.
Okay. On Merchants Row, Pappy's Cafe and Sweet Shop. Like them on Facebook for the special of the day in Perryville.
It's Pappy's, named after our daddy.
Hey folks, Cliffhead Irvin with Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers in Lancaster. We proudly support our home team Lions on the field and off. If you are looking to buy, sell, or auction your property, no one sells it better. Our professional agents can help you navigate the home buying or selling process while taking the stress off of you. Follow us on Facebook or visit us at irvingroup.com.
The Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
The Wilderness Trail Distillery Charity Chili Cook-Off is back. It's the event for chili lovers. Come sample all the team's chili recipes vying to be named the area's best. Vote for your favorite. Enjoy horse and wagon rides, kids' activities, and music. All the proceeds benefit the Danville Kiwanis local children and senior programs. Tasting tickets are just $10. The Chili Cook-Off is Saturday, September 23rd from 11:30 to 2. Unlimited tasting tickets are available now at Wilderness Trail Distillery or by calling 859-402-8707 or get them at the event.
At Old Charlie's, that's where you find me. That southern flavor got me saying, hey, y'all.
Get Old Charlie's original chicken tenders paired with our famous mouth-watering honey mustard dipping sauce. Try tenders at Old Charlie's. Oh, that's good.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at the Big Deals online store. Go to hometownlive.net, shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts. Save up to 50% every single day. Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. You get sunshine, a high of 80, low tonight 61. Sunshine tomorrow, 78, and partly sunny on Sunday, and a high Sunday of 78 as well. Right now, it's 9:38 in the morning. And Patrick McClure is in studio with a McClure and Bailey Friday.
The following is a paid program.
Thank you for that, Jim. Yes, it is. What's going on with Patrick today?
How are you doing this morning, Joe?
I'm doing all right, Patrick. Football Friday.
Football Friday.
Another
you had
Friday
the folks
is here.
from Walker's Trail in here. I see them every Friday on my my way
you
in.
all cross paths on the same trail.
Sure.
You walk in, get that, yeah.
Football Friday. Let's see.
Actually, this is the best time of year now, right? Because we started with the NFL yesterday. So you go Thursday through Monday, and you get football every single day.
Absolutely.
There's only Tuesday, Wednesday, the only 2 days of the week that you don't get football.
Right. And I'm sure at some point, like the AAC or somebody will start playing.
Some conference will find a Tuesday or Wednesday to play on.
So I do wish, and Kentucky basketball does this to us too, I wish everybody would lay off Friday nights.
Yeah, I'm with you. Kentucky basketball has the Big Blue Madness on Friday. Then they start playing games on Fridays. Leave Friday for the high school.
Leave Friday for the high schools, not only for football, but also for basketball for the high school. But around here tonight, we have, again, and this is the third week in a row, we have the biggest game in the state.
Yeah.
LCA in Boyle County 2 weeks ago, Danville and Boyle County supposedly last week.
Supposedly the biggest game. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And,
turn out that way. But.
And then this week you've got Boyle County playing Scott County, who, depending on which poll you read, that's either numbers 1 and 4 overall in the state or 6 and 7. But what's the consistent is number 1 in 4A versus number 1 in 5A.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big deal. Jim McKee is the coach at Scott County. He went to center. He was a few years ahead of me. He also did student teaching at Danville when I was in high school. Really good coach, got a really solid program there. I think everybody thought when they built the new school up there, Great Crossing, that would that would be kind of
even things out,
beginning the downfall of Scott County. Great Crossing kind of serving the purpose of being not exactly the old Georgetown High School, but kind of the yin to the yang there.
Mm-hmm.
And it is an incredible facility. We had a wrestling tournament up there this summer, and it was just a beautiful facility. But Scott County's still Scott County on the football field.
I have combed through the annals of Boyle County football going back to 1963 was the first year Boyle County High School, as the 4 schools that came together to form Boyle County, played their first football season. First ever matchup between Boyle County and Scott County, ever.
Really?
Tonight, yep. Going back to 1963.
Wow.
I got a great website
Well,
that goes year by year for a lot of the area teams.
Well, I can. Unfortunately, the other big game, and it used to be a pretty decent local rivalry that was totally dominated by Danville.
Mercer
there were some
County.
good games. When Larry French was at Mercer County, there were a lot of close games and everything, but I think Mercer County's beaten Danville twice.
Yes.
In all those years.
Both of those have been the last two matchups. 2013 they played, and then last year they played.
It was a last-second field goal.
This will be the 15th matchup all-time between Danville and Mercer, or maybe 16th. Danville is 13-2 all-time versus Mercer, but the Titans have won 2 in a row.
And the Titans are 3-0 right now.
Yes.
And to be fair, most of that history you're talking about was prior to Mercer County's merger.
Yes, yeah, that was when Harrodsburg was still around.
Yeah, Harrodsburg was actually the big rival.
Yes. I was actually coming over stats. There was a 5-year period, Patrick, where Danville outscored Mercer County 275-0.
That sounds right.
For a 5-year period.
That sounds right, but Mercer County is 3-0. They've got 3 really good wins.
And they got a lot of good players, but 3 really good players. Thaddeus Mays, Denham Griffith, Ashton Drakeford can play.
Right. And speaking of going through the annals, not counting some games that were retroactively forfeited on some silliness with the KHSAA, which seems to be the story of the week, Danville has never, ever, going back to 1917, ever been 0-4.
Ever.
I don't think they've ever lost 4. I'm sorry. Last year was the first time they'd ever lost 4 straight games.
Yes. So this will be the first time, if Danville lost, if Mercer wins tonight, it'll be the first time in Danville football history they'd be 0-4. Now, there was a season where they tied their first game and then lost their next 3.
Correct.
Well, they were 0-3-1, but that's still not 0-4.
Right. And that was far enough back that we still had ties. I think that was in the 20s,
yes,
actually.
Yeah, that's way back.
This is, I guess this is what Tammy McDonald meant when she said we were going to take the Danville football program in a new direction.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tammy.
Yeah, it is a completely new direction. However, let's say this. Danville is looking for a new school superintendent, and they do have a survey up on their Facebook page where you can let your voice be heard. I typed in an epistle in there about what I thought and what was going through my mind. We'll see what other people think, but I did my due diligence.
That you shouldn't be hiring a superintendent in the middle of the school year because exactly who are you going to find that's willing to leave their old school
during the middle of the year? Yeah,
and whose old school is willing to let them out of the contract?
Yeah, I've heard that side of the argument certainly as well.
So
that's what
I understand Dr. Thomas is limited because of his retirement deal
Yes.
and how long he can stay and everything, but
yeah.
I would really, to the extent that I even care, I would really encourage them to try to find another interim. Get to the summer and make a hire, typically these things happen in May.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the point where you can make a hire in May to start July 1st is usually the beginning of the contract, with the best person you can find, not the only person available.
That being the counsel of Patrick McClure.
It's we do advise businesses on best practices.
Yeah.
And I'm not an MBA, don't get me wrong there, but there are things that you see routinely happen in the business world. And there's a reason that successful businesses do things a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be leery of hiring somebody. And you know what? Even more than the willing to break a contract, that's business. You know, guys leave their former teams all the time.
Yeah, coaches quit mid-season or whatever. Yeah,
but if you're talking about somebody that's coming out of retirement, that would be one thing. But otherwise, if you're talking about somebody who's old school is willing to let them break a contract and leave in the middle of the year,
you were saying how good of a hire would that be anyway if they want?
I mean, it seems like it just begs an obvious question.
Yeah. So you mentioned good businesses, successful businesses. Speaking of, we were able to team up 2 successful businesses yesterday. Lee's famous 3 Hometown Radio Network.
There you go. I was going to say
Lee's famous recipe. McClure, and Bailey coming together. You all were the first winner of our Lee's Famous Recipe Lunch in the Office giveaway, so we were able to bring some chicken dinners over to you all yesterday. I stopped by. I talked with Brian. You were meeting with a client, so I didn't get to talk to you. Were you able to get the chicken? Did you eat some chicken yesterday?
And actually, Paul was able to get some after practice last night, too.
There you go. So we fed him.
We love Lee's.
Yes.
I used to live next door to the Newton family owns all the Lee's Famous recipes around here, and I lived next to J. Paul when I was in Campbellsville.
Yeah.
and Austin was several years younger than I was. But that there were 3 kids on that block that I enjoyed watching kind of grow up. They were in high school. There was Austin Newton, and this is terrible. I had it in my mouth, and then I switched subjects and fell out.
There's Justin.
No, I was talking about the other kid next door to me, and then across the street was this kid that at the time went by John Holmes. He was a golfer, and at some point,
he picked up his middle initial.
B.
J.B. Holmes.
I can't believe I had it in my mouth, and I'm so sorry to him for the fact that I'm just absolutely whiffing on the name. But they were all 3 the same age. Austin had a full-size basketball court in his backyard, and I could sit on my back porch and watch them play and everything. So the Newtons run a great business, have for generations, and it's fun. My brother was in town. My oldest brother from Colorado was in town a couple weeks ago. And everybody talks about Kentucky Fried Chicken. And it's easier for me to do this on the radio here now since we don't have a Kentucky Fried Chicken here.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be honest. Everybody in Central Kentucky knows.
It's Lee's.
It's Lee's. My recollection is that the history of that restaurant is that actually Lee
is the nephew
of Harlan
Sanders,
and said that he had the original formula, that John Y. Brown Sr. changed it in order to mass produce it for KFC, but his is actually the original Sanders chicken.
And why we call it Lee's famous original recipe, I think. So Lee's famous original recipe. Yeah. Hey, Patrick, big story happened yesterday in Nelson County.
What about that? Speaking of my days in Campbellsville.
Yeah, 2015 was when Crystal Rogers, young lady in Nelson County, just vanished.
Yeah, and I think
they
she was
found
from
her car.
Lebanon originally,
maybe from Marion County, but they found her car on the side of the road and driving through that area, going to visit Rebecca's family in Western Kentucky. They still have the sign on the side of the road. Have you seen this car? It's like a maroon.
No, have you seen this girl?
The car they found. Yes, the car they found. Have you seen this girl in this car? All that, and they made an arrest in the Crystal Rogers disappearance yesterday.
So last year, I guess I started to say earlier this year, but fairly recently, considering it's an almost 10-year-old case, there was a story about the state police digging up a driveway.
Yes.
Over there, and I know some of her family or somebody's family, maybe it was the husband's family, I'm not sure, although I think he's deceased now too.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, he's part of another murder investigation. Ballard was his name. Anyway, they were digging up a driveway, and I knew that somebody had been in a paving something or other, and there was allegations of this, that, and the other, but apparently nothing came of that.
Mm-hmm.
This is, as I can tell, an unrelated suspect, but he is not charged with the murder.
No, he's been charged with
conspiracy
to commit murder and tampering with physical evidence. So what is conspiracy? He wanted to murder her too? Is that what that means?
Well, or that he was in on the plot.
Okay,
that he's an accessory before the fact, or even the way it's charged, I guess, probably not, but theoretically he could be an accessory after the fact. In other words, he didn't do it. Maybe he didn't even know it was happening, but he did help dispose of the body type thing. But usually when you hear conspiracy, that's going to be on the front end, and it means, okay, he didn't do it, but he helped him figure out where she was going to be and what she was going to be. Maybe he helped get the gun or the knife or the lead pipe or the rope. What else is in clue?
Candlestick.
Something like that. When I heard the story, I assumed what he really had was information.
Yes. So
and
that's where
squeeze
I'm going.
Yeah,
so how important is that now for investigators and law enforcement to be able to have a guy that they can question now that they believe was involved?
How important is it to her family who's been waiting for something to give them some finality for 8 years? And in the midst of it, all they got was actually another murder. The guy, Ballard, I believe was his name, on his own farm is gunned down and just left in the field.
Yeah.
The presumption being that they were related. I guess they didn't have to be related, but the presumption was that they were related, that he was getting too close to finding something. So it's been awful for that family. You hope that they don't have an innocent person, as in, I don't know what you're talking about, that they're just squeezing. That would be a step down, because then the family gets hope, and then it gets dashed.
Yes.
That's not what we're looking for.
Not what you're looking for, yeah.
But to know that there is, potentially something, it's not going to bring her back, but, something that might give them some closure.
Some peace, closure to the situation.
Is a good thing, and it's become It's not exactly the same thing, but I'm going to say a Ray Bradbury situation where it's kind of it's fallen off somewhat at times, but everybody knows. You hear that name, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's the girl. And I think I just dated myself even with Joe. Ray Bradbury was a kid that was killed in Castle Rock, Maine. His body was the subject of a Stephen King novella called The Body, but the title of the movie was Stand By Me, and it was a lot better than I've read the book, too. The movie's much better.
I thought you were going with, like, It. Didn't It take place in Maine?
They all take place in Castle Rock.
Is that where Stephen King's from? Maine or something like that?
Or something like that.
Okay.
And depending on which story it is, it could be Maine or it could be Oregon, but it's always Castle Rock.
Okay.
So.
Patrick McClure Bailey again yesterday announced an arrest. Man by the name of Joseph Lawson. Criminal conspiracy to commit murder and tamper with physical evidence in the disappearance and death of Crystal Rogers. And his bond set at $500,000. That's a serious bond, isn't it?
It is a serious bond. I did not see whether it was a partial security, which means he could get out for $50,000. That's still a serious bond. Or post property, which especially there, because I did used to practice at least the next county over, you would have to have $1 million in equity in your property in order to post. And sometimes they require...
So you have to have 2 times the amount of what your bond is?
Yes. And sometimes they'll say it's $500,000 cash or $1 million property, which means you'd have to have $2 million in equity to post a property bond.
Wow.
That is not the hard and fast rule everywhere, but it was as applied, kind of how that worked. So it's not like you can say, okay, here, I'll put up my house, because unless the bank agrees to it, I guess theoretically you could get somewhere on that, but the bank's probably not going to agree to it.
Would it be worth giving up your house, though, if giving up everything to get out of jail just a little bit earlier and then have nowhere to go when you're out?
Most of the time it can't be the defendant posting it. It has to be someone else posting it. So is it worth it to them to run the risk that Eric Kahn takes off and is found at a Pizza Hut in Mexico? Well, guess what? The person that posted that bond, they lost their money.
Yes, yeah. Patrick McClure Bailey, 236-8888 is the phone number. Your hometown team of McClure and
Pizza
Bailey.
Hut in Mexico.
Yeah, of all the places. Pizza Hut in Mexico.
I love Pizza Hut, but I'm not sure why.
We eat there every Monday for a coach's show. At Pizza Hut in Harrisburg, not in Mexico. Not that one. All right, it's 9:54. We'll step aside, come back, finish up the conversation with Patrick after this.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet, 5 miles south of Liberty.
The Hometown Radio Network sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. High school football on Friday night. A couple of area teams do battle as Mercer County is at Danville. The Mercer County broadcast at 99.5 FM WHBN. The Danville broadcast on 103.9 FM WHIR. Scott County's at Boyle County. 7:30 kickoff on that one on Z105 WRNZ FM. And Garrett County is at the Briar Patch taking on the Somerset Briar Jumpers. 7:30 kickoff on HometownLive.net and delayed on Z105. And all games streamed live at HometownLive.net.
Act. Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
Isaiah House provides holistic substance abuse treatment to help recovering addicts achieve sobriety for a lifetime.
If you're looking for treatment, if you're looking for help out there, and you're a woman, you can't do it by yourself. They will welcome you in with open arms and open hands right where you're at.
Kentucky Medicaid accepted for treatment. Call Isaiah House Treatment Center today, 859-375-9200. Isaiah House Treatment Center, real hope for addiction.
Hi folks, Mike Gay here. Are you frustrated with your current job? Want to get that promotion but you don't have a college degree? Then go to Essity.com. We're hiring 25 new machine operators starting at $19.38 an hour. Is work-life balance important to you? Well, we have 12-hour shifts. You can work 90 nights, work 90 days, and then you're off 180 days during the year. That's with no required OT. Essity, ESSITY.com.
Some love him and some hate him. But everybody listens to Sean Hannity weekdays at 3 and Saturdays at 10 on AM 1230 WHIR.
It's 9:58, Patrick. We have 90 seconds left in the segment today. Do you have any good party knowledge for us?
Party knowledge? I don't know. I'm trying to think what else is going on. It's hard to keep up with what all's gone on in the Trump stuff. I saw Martin Meadows apparently had some testimony this week, and it looks like he and somebody else are maybe going to start cooperating with prosecution. So that's kind of a new wrinkle. Do you have any? You got any other ones there in your bag of tricks?
Yeah, let me see. I'm going to see if I can find one more frivolous lawsuit that we can end with here. I don't know if I've done this one before. In 1995, wait a minute, maybe I did do this one. Oh, well, we've already started and we're low on time anyway. In 1995, Robert Lee Brock was in jail, never diagnosed with split personality, but attempted to sue himself while he was a prisoner of the state. I think we did talk about this one. He made the claim on the grounds that he violated his religious beliefs on the 1st of July of 1993, which resulted in his arrest. Of course, being a ward of the state, he asked the state to take responsibility, pay his $5 million lawsuit himself. It was dismissed in court, so you cannot sue yourself for a split personality.
You know what would have been even better, though, is if he had gone to law school and had another personality actually be the attorney on the case. Or actually, I guess even be both attorneys on the case.
Yeah, why not? The prosecutor and defender.
I think you get style points for that one. It's going nowhere.
Might as well try.
What else are you going to do?
Effort points.
You're sitting in prison anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Patrick, appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Joe.
AM 1230.